Hello, everybody, and welcome to Heroes Graveyard. How are you guys doing today?
Good, more D&D. This is the day of D&D. I basically do like 12 hours of D&D.
Wonderful. Well, how are the rest of you guys doing?
I haven't run a game in like a month, so this is the best I can get, and it's starting to kill me, man.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Poor
The best you can
soul.
get.
No offense or anything, but it's just not the same between being a player and being a DM.
It's definitely not.
You don't have the
Something
control.
against players?
Hmm?
Something against players?
No, it's just not the same.
Huh.
Don't worry, I don't have like reserved, derisive feelings toward people who play the game, but don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about it.
All right. So let's recap where we left off last week. The party had been sent on a bit of an adventure to figure out what this war camp was. They had sort of found the war camp. They'd gotten an aerial view of it. They had figured out roughly the number of people that were here, sort of what the composition was. The one thing missing from their primary objective was figuring out who the leader of this camp was. And within the secondary and tertiary objectives of destroying supplies and killing the leader via open combat or assassination or whatever you could figure out. And that's sort of where we left off. Clearly, Devo Fizzlesnap is not here. And so we should decide right now whether we all want to continue with this storyline or whether we want to say you guys headed back with Devo and you're going to go off and do something while he does a little bit more research into what could be here. So, do you guys want to continue this quest of maybe ransacking some supplies, maybe killing a leader, or do you want to like go off and do something different?
Can someone decide for me? Because I've actually spent the whole past week thinking about this every single day, and I can't come up with a decision. I don't know if we should commit to this. Don't decide for me so I can start thinking about it.
I think Quincy should be removed from this decision because I'm just going to stumble into the party either way. So let the people who are already involved make that call.
No!
Well,
I thought we had come up with our decision of what we were going to do. But I know we had decided, we had known that we could totally do it, potentially. But the main problem was we were going to be doing it in kind of like a sneaky way. And I remember that Trump was the only one with invisibility, so...
I mean, yeah, with Devo gone, I don't think we'd do this.
My character is not the sneakiest, but I got some dexterity. I could sneak.
I remember us like talking about what we were gonna do for 20 or 30 minutes, but then we didn't decide. We just started talking about Steins Gate, so we never actually decided about what to do. So we're not doing it, I guess, because Devo's not here.
all right. That is fine.
That makes the decision easy. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with going on another adventure. We'll come back. We'll burn all these crate things and kill some captain. Bring back his ears.
Yeah. Is that really? Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
He's like, wait, is that what you're supposed to do? I think we were just supposed to find out who the captain was, right? Or the chieftain was.
Yeah, we're just supposed to find
I don't think we even needed to go in there and kill anybody, but
we didn't do that.
would we get bonus points though if we did? Because the lady said if we killed them all, she would give us bonus points.
Mm-hmm.
And then Torlok is like, well, what if I bring the ears back as proof? So.
Cool. So let's all take a look at the quest board right now. I'll bring it up for chat as well. And we'll just say you all went back to town with Devo, and he hurried off to Colleen Pixie Bottoms to discuss some possibilities of divining through a building and actually seeing what's inside the building. So the two gnomes, the two diviner gnomes, are chatting in Gnomish off in another room and busy as bees. So really, there's only two things up here on the quest board, but that doesn't mean those are the only things you can do. If you have ideas of your own, that's fine, or these are open to you.
So it's these two.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to read them out for you, Torlak?
Yeah, I don't know how to read.
Oh, jeez. All right, let's see what they say. We have one where we can go to Boulder Creek. There's a hobgoblin there, and they're a spellcaster, and they're armed. And we could get a warhammer.
Oh, I like warhammers. He's got like 5 other weapons.
Torlak
And
does
then
not.
for
have
the other one, it says, "Attention, citizens of Ruin, eh? The Shamrock Saloon has been." Wait, seriously? My friend was like,
Oh, we have to do the Shamrock Saloon one. It's St. Patty's Day.
"They're gonna St. Patrick's Day quest today," and I was like, "No, of course not. That's stupid. It's not gonna be themed. Neil wouldn't do that. Neil's not festive." And then I forgot. Neil is like the most festive.
No, Neil did not plan this. This has been on the fucking board since last week.
I forgot about this. Oh, jeez, the Shamrock Saloon. Yeah, that's the tree one.
Yeah.
Okay, so either we go get a tree or we go get a hammer.
Well, I think Torlak definitely wants to go get the hammer, but I feel like
Because
the
it's
Shamrock Saloon one. For St. Patty's Day, we should bring back, and then we'll celebrate at the Shamrock Saloon. Maybe if we actually survive.
Well, there's a nice fat 800 GP reward for whoever can bring it back. Whoever can like find the tree and fell it, because it's sentient. It's alive. It doesn't really want to be cut down. And you should go see.
No one wants to be cut down.
You should see Laura the bartender for details.
Do you guys say, from Zelda Deku Tree? Do you say Deku Tree or do you say Deku Tree?
I think I say Deco.
I'm gonna say Deku.
I feel like Deku, but I don't know if there's like an official pronunciation good.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't really talk. I guess until like Breath of the Wild. Now everyone talks, but that's weird. Anyways, I'm down with not cutting down the talking tree.
I think I'd be okay with the one. I'd lean towards the bartender one, but either one would be fine with me.
Quincy, you can have a vote on this one since you are an active member.
Oh, am I in now? I figured I'd meet up with the party once they left town, but either way works.
I think we'll have you meet up with the party right here, because you already know Drakvin. You guys have already worked together.
Okay.
And the group is one
hey
short.
there. Don't be a stranger now, eh, bud?
Aha! And wait, so can you introduce your characters really fast? Like what classes
Oh.
are you and just
Good idea.
appearance?
I'm mostly warlock, but partly paladin.
And your name is Keith,
My name is Keith. Nice to meet you.
and you're a
Are
human.
you like armored? Like do you look like a warrior from the okay?
Do I
kind
look
of-
like a warrior?
You're wearing plate mail.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
really
okay, so
good-looking.
definitely.
I look like someone that you could crack open a cold one with a.
Wonderful. And Torlak, could you describe yourself on the outside?
Yeah. So I'm like 8 feet 2 inches, 352 pounds of like ridiculous or half orc muscle. He's got like red skin and orange eyes and this like black mohawk that is kind of like tied up in a little thing with like little bones that are around it. And he's got on the back of his hands etched bear claws or bear paw prints on his hands, and then along his arm he's got like the pattern of his clan on it, which is Clan Mordu, which is a big bear. Yeah,
Drakvin, I
and
see
he's
you've
got
made.
like a shit ton of weapons, like just tons of weapons.
So you're a small armory.
Yeah, I am a small armory, basically.
Awesome. Drakvin, I see you've made good company in my absence. Good, honest warriors, none of this warlockery of the spellcaster types.
Yeah, definitely better company than the little goblin Devo, I would say.
Did he wander off on you too? I went adventuring with the Mudo and he ditched me in the night. I've been looking all over for him. I need to give him a piece of my mind.
Oh, he over there talking to other gnome.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sure.
They
Devo,
go in small building. I know Fit.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Devo headed off to. I'm sure Gwyn's portal led him in one direction or another. I'm sure we'll see him at some point again in the future if he doesn't get himself killed.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine that he would abandon us or anything like that, eh? Evo? No.
Maybe not.
Well,
Joining
either
us
way.
on our next outing, Quincy.
Indeed, I am a bit between jobs at the moment. Our epic quest was interrupted at his untimely departure.
All right.
Did you
well,
have
that
any
sounds
plans?
amazing.
Often then.
I've worked with Quincy in the past. He's quite the amazing warrior. I'm sure he'll be a great asset to our adventuring party.
Oh, you show me example. He hands you a great axe.
He kind of says, "Oh, please, I use far more elegant weapons." And he pulls out this curved scimitar from his belt. Says, "But mostly, I focus on shooting things down from afar with this bow." And he pulls this giant longbow that's slung across his back, probably about as tall as he is.
If I examine his weaponry, does it look good?
The quality?
Yeah.
I think I think it's generally middle of the road quality. The bow might be above average quality.
You scimitar is no good. You need new one. The bow, it okay.
Do you know where I could procure one?
Do I know where he could procure one?
What?
I'm not from this town, so I don't know actually.
Slow down there, bud. Okay, where's like procure? Let's keep it simple, okay?
Could you bequeath me a new scimitar?
Oh, jeez. Oh, Torlak, he just wants to know where to get a better scimitar, eh?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not from here. But I assume they have place make stuff.
Well, I suppose this will have to do for now. It served me well on my past adventures, and I'm sure to take good care of it.
That's always important.
Bequeath? Bequeath?
The Keith.
The Keith.
I don't know how to say that word.
All right. Well, you can go ask Laura, the bartender, what's going on if you would like.
All right.
Tell me, out of the job board, you saw the opportunity for great glory and honor by felling an evil hobgoblin in combat, and you've opted to go lumberjacking instead.
Oh, Jesus, what I'm good at.
It easy. I can chop down tree.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm sure the tree could represent a great evil presence, maybe. So felling this tree might actually be the more noble of the two tasks.
Yeah,
Are you
that's
saying it could be a monster tree?
Yes, of course, definitely a tree of great malevolence.
Oh, well, in such a case, perhaps it's time we set out.
All right. You set out and quickly find Laura, the bartender, standing outside throwing a bucket of slop out of the burned down, damaged bar. She puts on her hands on her hips when she sees you coming and goes, "Bar's closed. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen? Sorry, gentlemen."
Thanks, Neil.
We know here for bar. I mean, if you have drink, we like drink, but we here help. We see sign outside.
You're here for the job.
Yes,
Here
that
there's
is
an
correct.
evil
We saw
tree
the-
that needs felling?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, sure, she says. There's a tree. It needs cutting down. I've already contracted somebody to provide the labor of bringing it back, but they don't want to go and actually cut the tree down themselves. They're a little worried that it might be dangerous, and they're not ready to get their hands dirty or hurt. So I've got my contact, and she'll help you out, but I need you to chop down this sentient tree, and I'll give you 800 gold for it. How's that sound?
So, how sentient are we talking? Like, this tree, is he a guy?
I don't know the sex of the tree.
Oh, no, I mean, like, is he a friend? Like, are we gonna feel bad about this after?
Oh, I doubt it. Do you speak tree?
Oh, no, not me.
Then you should be fine.
Why do you need this tree for the bar? Of all the trees in ruin, why do you need a speaking, talking tree?
Well, it's actually more the shape of the tree. You see, I wanted my bar to be one solid piece of wood, but the bar has a curve to it. And finding a tree with a 90-degree curve in it is really difficult. We found one in the forest, but it turns out it's a living tree. And we wanted the bar to be made out of one piece of solid wood as it goes in this big angle. So it's got to be this tree.
Interesting.
Has anyone talked to tree? You say tree talks.
I mean, tree walks. I only can presume that it talks if it walks as well, but I haven't seen it do either myself. Just had scouts that went out.
You say tree walks? Like tree have legs.
Walks on roots. Yes. Is that
I
going to be a
never
problem
seen
for
tree
you?
before.
Are you afraid of walking trees?
I never see tree like this before, so I don't know if I'm afraid of tree. But generally, I know afraid of tree.
Why would you be? You're such a strong-looking warrior.
He puffs up his chest, flexes, flexing his muscles a little. Yeah.
Yeah. So?
Do you have any wood cutting axes I could borrow?
Absolutely. She goes over to a corner of the bar and pulls out 4 wood cutting axes. I had these specially. I bought these just a special for whoever was taking this job.
Excellent. And,
Quincy
Quincy
takes one.
Yep, Quincy adds it to his character sheet.
I'm gonna take one as well.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
What stats does this axe of?
Oh, it's a
Playing.
regular axe, but it's just good for cutting trees. It's balanced for chopping rather than combat. It's like a 2-handed axe.
Okay. What damage does it do?
D8.
That's not very much.
No.
I wish I had some moral comments about this. I feel like your bar looks good just the way it is, and we don't have to kill a sentient being or anything like that. But
Oh, come now. Drakvin assured us this was an evil tree with nefarious deeds under its belt. Drakvin has never led me astray before.
For a quick clarification, I said it quite possibly could be an evil tree.
it's an open-ended there.
Well, let me put it to you this way, she says, putting her hands on her hips and kind of slouching a bit in her stance. You ever seen any good creatures out there? You ever run into a friendly goblin or a friendly walking talking tree or a friendly undead something or mudjubber? No, they're all monstrous out there. If it was friendly, it'd be part of society. So it's probably evil. Probably.
It's as convincing as argument as any. So yeah, I definitely agree. We should head out and chop down this tree and bring it back for the bar.
You know, Keith, if you truly are hesitant about killing this tree, we could always go to those hobgoblin warbands.
Now, hold on. We have a deal here. I feel like we've already struck this deal. I've already handed you the
make a
axe,
good point there. Yeah, maybe we should go on a different quest.
Hey now.
I imagine your small armory of a friend over there would quite enjoy having an extra hammer to attach to their belt.
I would. I like hammers. I have them all, but it's not the same.
Really? Y'all will happily wade into certain death to scout out a goblin warband camp, but going and chopping down a tree is unethical.
Well, you see, if I kill hobgoblins, I have certainly brought myself great honor. If I kill a tree, I might have brought myself great honor.
You ever heard of a hero who's slain a tree before? A walking, talking, mean, green fighting machine?
No.
I have not.
Wouldn't you like to be the first?
Quincy kind of thinks about that for a second and says, Keith, I think we should slay this tree.
Me too. I think we should slay tree.
Oh boy, whatever you want.
You'd be great heroes. You'll have done something no one else has done.
I've cut down tons of trees, I'm sure at least one of them was alive. Who knows?
Oh, did the tree you cut, have any of the trees you've ever cut fought back against you?
One time I walked past tree and it hit me in face with its arm. I almost like it fight back, huh?
Come now, forget your reservations, Keith. The bards don't write great epics about hobgoblin slayers, but a great evil tree slayer? There might be a story in that.
Yeah, sure. Just put a round of pints on top of the reward right now, and I'm good to go.
Happy to do so. So, the tree is in a forest not too far from here.
Can I inspect how nice the bar?
Her bar is badly damaged and badly burned. Clearly, something had gone wrong in here, and it's needing massive repairs.
Oh, okay.
Before we set out, we're going to be cutting down this tree. Is somebody else going to be collecting it? I don't know if the
Yes.
4 of us can transport a tree. Okay.
Oh, I can carry a tree.
I will have you meet up with my contact. Her name is Elisa. You might know her as the bridge guard when you cross the gully. She's got that gambling tent over there. She will be using her pet troll to help haul the tree back, but they've said they're not going to be taking part in the fight. They're just moving goods for us.
Quincy hears troll and just kind of slowly nods. Just kind of nods.
What happened here before?
Oh, well, a couple of people got a little bit rowdy and some fighting started, and someone knocked over someone's beer, and someone threw a fireball, and it got out of hand.
Maybe you need no magic zone.
You know, rumor has it that there's a woods hag nearby that might be able to do that sort of thing. Have any of you ever heard of this Agatha lady?
I don't know this lady. I never been here before.
She's supposed to live in the forest to the southwest. She pulls out a... She goes into
Aren't
a back room
hags
and...
evil spirits? I've heard they're greatly honorable kills.
Maybe, perhaps. See, here we are in ruin. She points her spot at this yellow dot. Agatha is supposed to live somewhere over here in this forest. And the tree I need y'all to cut down is over here in these woods.
Oh, I never met no Agatha before, but she does sound like a charming lady just going off of her name and what little details you've given us, eh?
Yeah,
I don't know. Name Agatha makes me think that maybe she vomit too much.
Well,
She sounds like a charming
Maybe
young
too
lady.
much
I'm
beer.
sure we'll meet her at some point.
sure. So if you want to go get the tree, in the center of the woods, there's a hill. Or not the center. You go in the woods a little bit. There's a big hill. It's the tree on top of the hill with the 90-degree bend in it. Can't miss it.
Okay.
Elisa will show you most of the way there. You can meet her when you cross the gully just southwest of Ruin.
Maybe Troll can give us a ride. I never ride on Troll before.
A 90-degree. In the trunk.
In the trunk.
It goes up and then
90
out.
degrees, yep. It's a sight to behold. Rosewood tree, too. It should be beautiful when cut down and polished properly.
Well, then let's set out.
Yeah.
Wonderful. She pats you guys on the back and wishes you farewell as you set out on your journey. Your first stop is that bridge that you have to cross to head over here. It is... Let's bring you guys over to this map. And you are Drakvin, you are Keith, Orlak, and Quincy. Ooh.
I see a black screen.
It will resolve for you in just a moment there,
Okay.
Quincy, because you now have sight.
Oh, there we go.
Uh-oh.
There you go. Quincy, you need your... you weren't here for this. We're doing combat slightly differently. We're getting away from the grid system. So you see that black circle around you, around your feet? That is the area in which you can hit things with melee. So if you want to attack somebody, they have to be at least partially within your black circle. So like right now, you could hit Torlak and he could hit you. But
Makes sense.
yeah, this way we can step away
I
from...
don't think the goal is for him to be hitting things in melee, so I will try to avoid that.
Wonderful.
Another one of those.
Mm-hmm. Another one of those stand behind.
So what do we see up ahead? That I can't tell if that thing has 4 arms. The token's a little bit weird because it's straight top down.
No, those are 3 guards plus the leader of these people. Her name is Elisa. Many of you have met her. Some of you guys have met her before, probably. She's the bridge guard here, and there's a little gambling hall just on the other side. She's pacing back and forth with a couple of her guards, and they see you approaching, and Elisa steps forward towards the front, gives you a bit of a wave, and says, "Crossing the bridge is a 1 gold piece toll per person, 2 per animal."
We here get you, and we cross bridge together.
And who are you?
I Torlak. We hear from Laura. She sent us.
I see, I see. You are the mighty tree slayers.
Yes. See, I have axe of tree slaying.
Hmm. The would-be warriors, yes. Get it.
An established warrior, actually. I'm the one who reestablished the trade route some weeks back.
Oh, aren't you precious?
Well, that's an accomplishment, eh?
Indeed, it brought me great honor.
Torlak gives you a high five.
Well, I think it's about time that you guys branch out and deal with this tree problem.
Wait,
Absolutely.
How tall is Quincy? What, like,
I think he's pretty
I don't-
average height. I think I put him at 5'7", but apparently that's below average, and I just thought that was average, so I guess he's a little short.
Okay.
I guess we're paying and then
Alright.
crossing to get
No,
to
I
the
mean,
tree.
if you guys are working with her, you don't have to pay to cross, but she gives a weird smirk at you, and as you begin to cross the bridge, she calls out to underneath the bridge. She goes, Willie Wonder, come on, buddy, come on. And crawling out from underneath the bridge is a rather large, blue-skinned river troll, who will accompany you guys, you and Elisa, to the woods. Now you've got
How
about
tall is it?
the troll,
Yeah.
9.5 feet, hunched
Nice.
over. Maybe if it stood up, it'd be taller, but it's just kind of.
It's like more Torlak range of height. Like it.
I think Quincy was expecting that to be an ambush when he heard it, and he kind of like looked at this troll with this big grin on his face, ready to pull out the scimitar, and then kind of realized what was going on and had a disappointed frown and just kind of put the scimitar away.
Oh. So you guys have about a day before you get to this forest. Is there anything in particular that you are interested in doing? Any strategies you want to discuss? Any plans you have before you arrive here? Or are you guys just going to like walk up to the tree right away and just start hacking at it?
If we can talk to Elisa a little bit along the way, and I don't know if the troll talks at all.
The troll does not.
Okay.
But she would be happy to talk to you. What do you have to ask or say?
I guess Torlak can start, but I think other people will probably ask other things. He's like, so they say this tree talk. Have you heard tree talk before?
I have not.
Have you seen it walking?
Tree? I've not seen this tree once before. I've never seen a walking tree either, but I
Then
hear...
how you know where we go and how you know where the tree is?
Well, I was working with her original scouts, and I got to the forest, and I'm not involved in any of this laboring stuff. I just have Willie Wonder over here haul things around for us. And they came running out of the forest, screaming about the trees are alive and they have faces and it's not as pretty as the movies make it sound. So I just kind of let them be.
What movies? Where we watch these?
Plays, I'm sorry. That's what we call them back home because everyone's moving around instead of just sitting there reading to you. Instead of
That
being
makes a lot more
story.
sense.
Yeah. I don't know why they call it a play. It's very serious stuff.
Yeah, that's not like card games. It's very
said-
dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
They said the trees are alive.
Yep.
The implication there being a plural, more than one tree.
Oh, I hadn't really thought of it that way. It's possible. They just said the trees were alive. I took it to mean one.
Well, I think most people would take that as the plural, on account of there being an S on the end there.
Also, if you know sea tree before, how you know tree is 90 degrees?
Which is because the scouts told me. I'm confused.
Oh, I know speak to scouts.
Ah. Well,
Where? Whale?
no. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be real fun. So, you all know how you're going to bring this sucker down?
I never
Oh,
fight
she
tree
gave us-
before. I just take axe, I smack tree with axe, axe fall down. Or tree fall down.
I was going to say, that's not the way it ought to go. All right. Well,
Well, sometimes axe gets stuck in tree, and then tree fall down with axe. So axe kind of fall down too.
okay then. Okay.
I have very powerful arrows.
Powerful
They can knock a
arrows.
man back up to 15 feet. You wouldn't even believe it. Or maybe
I
it's
don't
10
think
feet. It's one of those. It's in the double digits.
I do not think arrow will chop tree down. That's not how tree works.
Potion seller.
Have you
sell
ever
me
chopped
your
tree
most
down before?
powerful Arrows.
I do not cut trees down, no. But perhaps puncturing it will get it to stop moving, thus making it more pliable to being cut down.
Maybe this true. Do someone have way to make tree stop or make hard for tree to walk if this tree say walk a lot? I know how fast trees walk.
Your meathead here is pretty smart.
Does a tree that walks and talks count as a humanoid? Decision time, Neil! Oh my god, is one of my questions gonna have a yes?
No.
No!
They're called beasts or like
Plants.
are they? Oh, okay.
5th edition trees are classified as
I think
plants
if
and
it
not
has
humanoids.
Eyebrows, if it has eyebrows, it should be a humanoid.
I don't think that's the qualification for humanoid there, Caitlin. I think bipedal with, at least 2 arms.
That's a lot of creatures that are not humanoid.
Bipedal.
They may be animals. It could be considered like we're animals from an animal kingdom.
Drakvin, I know you're one of the more sorcerous craft. Last time we met, I remember you throwing balls of fire at our enemies. I'm not remembering wrong, am I?
Shoot ball of fire.
Exactly. I was going to
if you
suggest
want.
that he might want to refrain from throwing fire at the tree. We don't want to burn down the prize.
Yeah, of course I wouldn't jeopardize our cash prize. Definitely not.
He's smart. I don't think he would do that. But
It never hurts to be prepared.
do any of you have way to make tree slow down if it walk fast?
Oh, I wish I did.
I could shoot it backwards 15 feet.
I don't know
Sure,
how
we'll
that.
figure it out when we see it. I think it would be quite embarrassing that a tree outrun an adventurous party such as our own. So
Oh, I was thinking more making it stay in one place. One time I was with adventurers and this person make roots on ground and we trap someone. And then make way easier for me to hit.
I'm not sure. Could roots stop a tree? I suppose. Wouldn't that be a bit in its element?
I was just giving example. Sorry.
All right. You guys have talked and walked your way to the edge of the forest. The sun is
You
beginning.
made no strategy whatsoever.
Nope.
Yeah, no. After all that, just the plan.
stupid
let's just
person
get
tried
in
really
before it
hard.
dies.
It'll be great, guys. It'll be great. The sun is beginning to set, and Elisa kind of stops the party before you get to all the way in the forest, and says, "Maybe we should camp out here for the night."
Okay. Torlak is already like rolling out his bedroll and like fluffing up his pillow and laying down.
Well, what is the watch order for tonight?
I don't really.
Torlak never goes first because he's always goes to sleep before anybody.
Okay, I will. I'll take first watch then.
Wonderful.
I'll do second.
And for anyone else, in case somebody else doesn't have dark vision in the party, Quincy does have like a little light stone on his belt that he'll give to whoever has
Plebeians with no dark light or dark vision.
It's the only downside of being human.
Quincy, I need you to make me a perception check because first
Excellent.
watch is an important time.
Yes, I do have proficiency in that, so my roll is +3, I believe. Yes, +3. 14.
Wonderful. So it's watch. It's nighttime. Everyone else has fallen asleep. You're sitting out here in the plains, just a wee bit away from the forest, when you see, kind of silhouetted against the setting moon, a figure, a humanoid figure of medium size, sort of moving in the moonlight, in the silhouette of the setting moon, tangential to your group.
Okay, so I've been on watch. I know that the person with us has not like stalked off, right?
You can take a look around, and everyone's still in their bags.
Okay, and they're coming from the trees.
Yeah.
They're not coming from the direction of town.
No. If you guys are like roughly here, the sun or the moon is over the mountains on the far west and kind of setting down below them. And this creature is close enough that even, the mountains are about yay high up and on your horizon, and the moon's just behind them. So the creature must be fairly close because it's walking this way. See that?
Oh, I see. Okay. It's walking. Okay, so it's close.
It's close.
When
but
you
it's
say
going
close,
tangential to you. What did you score on your perception check? 14?
14.
Yeah, with the 14, you can see it's within 50 feet.
Okay, so here's the plan. Quincy is going to kind of like underhand this light stone out toward the things that just far enough to get it inside of the light radius, which I think is about 30 feet. And then he's gonna draw his bow and be ready to take a shot if something ghastly and monstrous shows up.
All right, you toss your light stone, it tumbles out there, and the person turns to look at you. It is a woman. She's dressed in these like kind of heavy, ugly, tattered rags that are like patched together with bright colors here and there, but like kind of crudely sewn. She's not wearing any shoes. She's got the face of a 125-year-old grandma with like big kind of bumps on them, like big moles on her face that are kind of hairy. And she turns and walks over to your stone and begins to pick it up.
Are you Agatha then?
Oh, hello there, my friend. Do you know me?
I've heard of you. I was a bit worried about bandits stalking in the night. Very few people come out at this time of the day.
I think, Keith, you wake up at the sound of this nonsense.
Oh yeah, Quincy is very loud. I think anybody who is not a heavy sleeper probably wakes up from him.
The woman stalks towards you with the light stone in hand, gets a little bit closer and goes, "Were you here looking for me?"
Oh,
No,
hey.
actually.
Oh.
Although we thought about that in the future. We wanted to ask, what was it? There was something about her magic?
Oh, I have a few magic spells. Just a few at my disposal. Hello there. It's very nice to meet you. My name is Agatha. What did you say your name was? Delicious one?
Delicious.
Drakvin,
Are you a cannibal?
Drakvin, you wake up at this point. No,
Yeah,
no, I don't think I'm a cannibal.
Do you eat people?
I guess that really comes down to what you think a person is. Would you eat a dog? Are dogs people to you?
Do you eat humanoid creatures?
Oh, well, they say anything with an eyebrow is a humanoid, so yes, I suppose I do.
You're quite the evasive one. But I must say, cannibalism is a crime. And Quincy starts to he kind of puts the arrow on his string and kind of starts to draw back. He doesn't get ready to fire yet, but he just kind of has this big smile on his face as he says that.
Her mouth opens, revealing a toothless smile, just kind of big, bright red gums. I think, Torlak, you're still asleep. I keep rolling to see when you wake up, and you're just happily unconscious.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Oh, jeez.
Careful.
What's the racket going on out here?
Careful there, sonny boy. You wouldn't want to hurt yourself with that bow, now would you?
Oh, I'm quite experienced with it. Thank you for your concern, though. I appreciate it.
Hello there. Hello. She says, waving to Keith and Drakvin.
Yeah, I guess I kind of walk out and I put my hand on Quincy's shoulder. Careful there, Quincy. Maybe she has some information about this tree we were attempting to fell.
Tree?
Yes, you said your name was Agatha?
Yes, and you are?
My name is Drakven. I'm traveling here with my band of companions, and we are in search of a speaking tree, I suppose. You wouldn't happen to know anything about it, would you?
Oh. Well, there is one. Abe is what I like to call him. although he's less speaking and more, I don't know, crying. He's a bit of a whiny one, if you ask me.
What is it that Abe whines about?
Oh, just how the forest isn't what it used to be, and all of his friends are gone and left, and, you know, times are changing, and poor old Abe is just here all by his lonesome, and he's really just a large wooden baby, if you ask me.
I yell over. Oh, is that the tree you're talking about? Sounds like it would be happy if we put it out of its misery, right?
There you go, Torlak. That definitely wakes you up.
Sound of Keith yelling. Mm-hmm. Charlotte gets him and he's like, immediately stands up with his axe.
Oh, it's not the tree. Don't worry. It's not the tree.
Oh, what happened? Who's she?
Hello there, friend. My name is Agatha. Who are you?
I know, thank you, my friend. I am Torlak.
Quite bold, aren't we? Well, you four wonderful morsels out here seem to be quite tired. Don't mind me.
Did that woman not make camp with us?
She did. But you know what? She doesn't look like she's gotten up yet.
Okay.
What was the information that we heard about Agatha again, out of character?
Something about spells. She can cast like anti-magic zone.
Oh, yeah, that.
I believe somebody in town wanted your services
Oh.
to cast an anti-magic zone
Yes.
for a bar, I believe.
Anti-magic field. That's that one doesn't come cheap, my friends.
Well, I wouldn't be the one paying. You'd have to take it up with the bartender.
How
I'm
much
not sure they'll need your services until we've cut down that tree in the forest, though.
Well, come find me then. She takes the light stone that she has yet to give back to you and puts it in her mouth and kind of gums on it for a little while. Or kind of sticking it out on her tongue and handing it back to you, sopping wet with a little bit of like white foam around it.
Quincy's got like nice thick leather gloves, so he's not too worried about taking it back.
Just put this rock in your mouth, and when you're facing where I make camp, you'll feel a pull that way in your teeth, a tingling sensation.
That sounds like a job for you, Torlak.
What?
And Quincy just kind of like straps it back to his belt and doesn't say anything further about that.
No one said that I belong in Torlak's mouth. Oh.
Keith?
Yikes.
Well, so I guess we'll see you at the bar after we cut down the tree, because we'll be going there, getting some pints. I could give you some of mine if you want. You sound like a good bud.
Most certainly. Goodbye, my preciouses. Goodbye. And the old lady turns and sort of like shambles on out.
I suppose my magic artifact just became a bit more magical.
Why you wake me up for this?
I didn't wake you up. You woke up.
I did?
You woke yourself up.
Okay. Torlak goes back to sleep.
Just like real friends arguing. All right, you guys head off to sleep, and we're going to take a break here. When we come back, we'll have you guys enter the wood and look for the tree and see what comes of that. So we'll see you all in about 5 minutes on the other side of our break. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody. We are back with some more Heroes Graveyard. You all wake up the next morning, rested, relaxed. I don't know how you feel about that whole encounter with that weird woman last night, but other than that,
A little disappointed that we didn't get to shoot her, but oh well.
it's probably for the best.
Yeah, I don't. Aren't hags? I don't actually know the monstrous manual for 5th edition too. Aren't they like CR 9 or 10 or something?
I don't know what hags are out of the Monstrous Manual, but
She's like CR 9 or 10 then.
she is eat your face. So here you are, standing before the forest. You've got your friend Elisa here with Willy Wonder the Troll. And as she kind of packs up camp and puts out the fire, she looks at the four of you and says, well, there's a hill, a few hundred yards inside the woods, maybe 1,000 yards inside the woods. And at the top of the hill, you find the tree with the 90-degree bend. And when you're done with it, come and get me, and I'll have Willy here haul everything back.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I have a plan.
Oh, you finally make plan.
Yes. She mentioned trees coming alive. So, in the interest of not being surrounded by trees, we should shoot this tree from afar and make it come to us. That way, if any horde rushes down on us, they'll be coming from a single direction.
That sounds like a marvelous plan, Quincy. I'm glad you've joined us again.
We just need to find a solid, defensible position.
Okay. I look around. Do I find a solid defensible position?
No, you're in the open plains. That's flat.
Going into the forest, I think we're going to look for like hills and ridges and things that we can like put it back to, which I guess would cut off our escape, but would also make it harder for things to get us from behind. We don't need to escape. Who runs away?
Right? Who would ever flee? Anyway, in
No
you
one
go
heard
to the woods. I'm going to drag you down to where you are, and let's maybe zoom out a little bit from there. Not quite that zoomed in. Come on. You can do it, buddy. There we go. So here you are, party members, in the woods, and up ahead you certainly see a hill. It's some, I don't know, 60, 70 yards from you. There's a large hill, and through the foliage, you can just barely make out a tree with a crook in it. A nice, big, heavy 90-degree crook.
That looks well within my range for shooting. Shall I fire a shot at it?
It will be behind like 90% cover at this point.
I ignore all cover, unless it's total cover.
Yikes.
Well, no one here feels bad about how this tree is like walking and talking and kind of sad. I mean, I thought maybe we could put it out of its misery, but Agatha, she didn't answer me.
I kill many things that walk and talk and are sad.
It has been described by at least 2 accounts now as an evil creature, both Drakven and that tavern owner whose name I forget.
Your ranged attacks ignore 1/2 and 3/4. Oh, but we only have 1/2 and 3/4.
Yeah, there is only 1/2 and 3/4. So everything short of total cover is ignored.
Ugh.
Hold on. I'm going to double check and make sure that there's not like a 90% cover.
Yeah, I don't think there is in 5.
I don't think so either. But I'm so used to 2
it's
that
it's worth double checking. Yeah,
I can't accept this result.
Yikes.
yeah.
Quincy just ruining another encounter.
Yeah, we got to stop bringing you back. Yep. All right. 1/2, 3/4, and total. So you ignore. You ignore cover. You can go ahead and take a shot at the tree. You also ignore range penalties.
Shall we get this party started?
Fire away,
Yes.
Quincy.
All right. And Quincy pulls out one of his remaining 187 arrows and takes a shot. For a 23.
You critically hit the tree, Quincy.
He takes 26 damage.
Oh my god.
Well, good
Assuming
shot,
it's a living tree.
Quincy, magnificent shot.
Good
Oh,
job.
I know. I told you I had powerful arrows.
And it's at this point the tree begins to uproot itself and start moving. So I think we all need a roll for initiative here. I built this map so there'd be a lot of room to run around, and here you are at like the very edge of the map with nowhere to go, and we would only have to move off screen. I don't even care about the range, but
Critically fail my initiative because I'm in awe of Quincy's amazing shot. I'm just like, it took my breath away. Keith's probably a little bit jealous.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that was a good shot, but just wait until it gets a little bit closer, Twarlock. You know?
I'm excited to see how you fare in this combat.
All right, I can't do shit from range.
Can you add me to the initiative order, Neil? I don't have a token for it.
yes, I will do that in just a moment as soon as I find our skirmish music.
Oh, you don't have a token? I see a token for you.
Or I have a token, but I don't have a character sheet.
Yes, you should. I should have given it to you.
Oh,
you should also be
built me
able to
one?
move. Well, it's not filled out. It just has your HP.
Oh, okay.
You
did. Okay, how do I do initiative from here?
click on your token, and you can either click the initiative roll in the upper left corner, or click on the initiative text on your character sheet, which is like in the top middle. But we'll just keep your roll of 20 because that's nice.
21.8. Yeah. So there is no initiative button like there is on Frozen Frontier.
It's somewhere. That's fine.
Yeah, let's not worry about it.
All right, Quincy, it is your turn
Yeah,
again
okay.
as the tree
All right.
has sort of come to life.
I'm gonna fire another shot at this tree that is uprooting itself. Arrow number 186. 20 plus 3 for 22.
22 will hit the tree.
All right, and it takes another 20 points of damage.
Dear God.
What? How do you plus 14?
I'm a sharpshooter, so I plus 8 normally, but I can take a -5 to the hit roll for a plus
What
10 to
level
damage.
are you?
4th.
Okay.
This is why I played humans, so I get the extra feet.
Oh, it's the extra feet. That's how you're getting it. I was like,
It's
how
like-
are you getting another feet? Okay.
Is that the variant human thing, or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one that makes humans worth playing.
Yeah, and the fighter class is really sick too. Oh,
Yep.
I miss it. Why am I playing a source? That's all right.
All right, Drakven, it's your turn.
What? Okay, am I blind or am I not seeing this tree on the map at all?
It's the
anyone
one
else
with
see
the red HP bar above it. I'm pinging it
There's
now.
no HP bar.
Yeah, I don't see the HP bar.
Oh, maybe that's the problem. Hey, there we go. It's way high up on the hill in the middle of everything. It's this
I see
tree.
it now. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. I can see.
Oh, there we go.
It's pretty far from you.
Yeah. Let me check the
Like,
distance here.
what's the range? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
it's about 200 feet.
About 220 feet from me.
Yeah. I don't think my javelin will go that far.
If your magic spells have like 120 feet, there's not like a long range penalty or anything, right? You just can't fire them.
Correct.
Correct. Okay. I will move up to here.
Great.
What was it to check your movement range again? You select your token and.
As you're dragging it, hit the space bar.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. So then I would move up. Yeah, that's about 30 feet, and then I will ready a fire bolt towards the tree if it moves in my direction, because I don't think I can hit it from here. And that's everything.
All right, Torlak, it's your turn, buddy.
All right. I think I'm gonna have to do a full dash and go 30 feet, I guess. So.
And it won't catch on
Or
fire.
60
from
feet,
a
sorry.
fire?
60 feet.
We'll find out.
Sorry, trying to like get the map big enough so I can actually see. I guess I'll hide behind this tree. Oh, can't move my character. Oh, sorry. We'll move like right there.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Keith, you are next.
Could Torlak dash over there?
Looks like it.
Yeah, it went 60 feet.
I'll
Well,
just dash.
less than 60 because I still want the tree. I want cover because it'd be kind of silly
Right.
for me to like run and stand on the open and be like, hey.
But I'll just stand on the other side for cover.
Okay. It is the tree's turn. Let's take some measurements here.
Did it roll a 1?
It rolled poorly, yes.
Wow.
So the tree is going to move to about here. Let me show chat. The tree moves slightly and then just completely disappears and reappears right about over here. It just kind of like whoop, whoop, and vanishes and reappears, stepping into one tree and
Okay.
out of the next. That is that.
Okay.
And then for the rest of its movement, it will move all the way over here. And now it is Quincy's turn.
Okay. So the fact that I can see it suggests that I can see it in game as well.
No, because we don't have any like height markers. There's no delineation for like elevation, so it could be. Where the hell is Quincy? You're way down here, yeah.
Yeah, it is within range by a good margin. As long as I can see it, I can hit it.
Right. I don't think there's any real elevation. You are like going right through a bunch of trees.
Yeah.
Can you get to a position that would look like it? You can.
Yeah, let me see the distance.
Lay eyes on it?
I assume that this is higher elevation right here.
I can't see where. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna run over. How far is that? It's about. I can move about 30 feet, I believe. I should have higher speed. About 30 feet, yeah. You know what I'll do? If I were to move, say, here. Let's say I take a dash action, and I'm gonna move up to.
To 60
Go.
with the dash.
Yeah, I want to get to. Is this higher elevation as well over here? Really, like I can go up to about 60 feet. So if I can
That's
get like
about
right
the
around.
same for you.
That's where I'm at. I'm looking for some sort of spot of higher ground. Where
Back
can
over
I,
here.
Where can I go?
This is higher than where you are now.
Okay, so I'm gonna run over there with a dash. And can I see the tree from here?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use an action surge and take a shot at it.
All right.
That's a miss.
That is a natural 1. Not only is it a miss, it is a shameful miss. Move yourself over here.
Probably shoot at the wrong tree. I think it's moving, but it's just blowing in the wind.
Unfortunate. Drakvin, it is your turn.
I will move forward another 30 feet and then ready another firebolt. Hold on, man. What does that number say? I'm zoomed out too much. Or can you see where I'm trying to move?
No,
the
we
character?
can't see your thing.
Okay, hold on. Let me zoom in on the. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I move like right here, and then I will ready another firebolt to the northwest.
Wonderful. Torlak, it is your turn.
All right, I think. Oh, Oh, because I have a lot. I will probably move. I know I can move like around here. I don't know if I'm out in the open, but oh well.
You've got some good cover right there behind that embankment. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Keith.
Oh, I'm just gonna follow Torlak, I guess, and cast some armor of Agatha on me.
All right, it seems to be your favorite spell.
Oh, that's so lame.
You can move 30 feet and cast the spell. Looks like you went about 43. You want to retract some of that movement to still have an action?
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet. The tree goes, and it starts waving its branches at this tree next to it, which then seems to begin to move. Does not roll well on the initiative, but this other tree gets up and starts unrooting itself and starts moving around.
Nice.
Quincy, there are now 2 trees.
All right, I'm gonna keep going for the one that I've already been attacking. D20 plus 3. It's a 17.
17 will not hit it, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, in that case, I'm gonna use one of my superiority dice to add an extra D8 to that.
There you
so
go.
that's 23.
That'll hit.
All right, so D8 plus 14. It takes another 15 points of damage.
Okay. These arrows are affecting the tree. They're definitely hitting and embedding in the tree and doing damage, but not. It seems like the tree
I
has
figure it's probably
resistance to
gonna have
piercing
resistance,
damage. Yeah. Drakven.
Let me get my ruler out.
Ooh, so close.
Wait, is it? That looks like 170 to me. Hold on.
Yeah, it's 175. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, in that case, we will move forward again, and I will ready another firebolt in that direction.
Wonderful. Torlak.
Just to be clear, for
Okay.
D&D stuff, resistances and everything only apply to the dam roll, not the hit roll, right?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
Torlak.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna keep on trucking along. Let's see. I'm gonna make sure that I can get. I think that would be good. I don't want to move my full range because I still want cover. I guess. Does that make sense? Although potentially these trees could come to life and that could be frightening. So I think that's as far as I can go.
All right. Next up is the tree that this one just touched, and it starts moving. I too am too far zoomed out. It's too big of a battle map. And the tree comes about 40 feet in your direction before Keith's turn comes up.
I'll have to get 30.
Sean, it's really loud.
Oh shit! I thought it.
Must be readying another arrow over there. Something's very loud longbow. The spring creaking as he pulls it back.
I think if I'm honestly, like, these trees are so far away, I'm having a hard time measuring them. If I move 30 feet towards it, am I within 120 feet?
Of
Or is there like too much cover?
you're now within 90 feet of the tree that just moved. Of the original tree, you're at 125 feet. You're just out of range.
For that
Okay.
tree that just moved, do I get my firebolt shot
Oh,
on
yes, you do. You didn't specify, but that makes total sense. Perfect. Go for it.
it? Okay, yeah, I didn't see how close it was. I'm sorry.
You're reading fire. Oh my god.
Hey,
So we
listen.
had this talk before.
Oof, I don't think that hits.
This second tree, it does. This different tree that has started moving around. The fire hits it and begins to burn the tree. You catch some of those little branches up at the top, and some of the loose dead leaves go up in flames. Keith, it's still your turn, right? You moved there, and then you were going to.
How much? Oh, okay. It's not fire. Or, I don't know. Alright. Well, yeah. Eldritch Blast.
24 hits for 6 points of damage. The awakened tree is slowly falling apart. The next one, the original tree in question, disappears and reappears. And then steps forward and disappears and reappears, and I think is gone beyond the other side of the hill where you guys can no longer see. Quincy, it is your turn. It's on the other side of this big hill in the middle of the forest. And you're muted. Sorry, I muted you.
All right. How tall is this big rock right here, Neil?
Probably like 10 feet high.
Okay, so I'm gonna start moving toward it.
Okay.
While keeping this one tree that we can actually still see in sight.
Sure.
So would I still be able to see it? So you're about 30 feet, so right around here-ish?
Let's take a
Because
look.
I'm firing underneath trees, so I'm shooting like between trunks, not through canopies.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like there is a lot of elevation change. You can see it. With
Okay.
your sharpshooter feet, you should be able to hit it no problem.
Okay, so I'm gonna do another sharpshooter attack, d20 plus 3. You know what?
But do
I think
also move your
maybe-
character.
Oh yeah, right. I have to do that myself. I'm so used to you moving all of our tokens for us in Frozen
Furbo.
Frontier.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Should I go for the +3? Why not? So that's a miss. I'm not going to bother
No.
adding the D8.
Boo!
By the
Done.
way, one thing somebody brought up in chat. For the precision attack, it says I can apply that D8 to my attack roll after making the attack, but before any effects of the attack are applied. I'm not sure if that implies before the result is announced or something else. It doesn't make sense to me.
Good thing if it comes up, we'll figure it out.
Okay,
Oh, I
well, I
guess.
mentioned because we did that last time when I did the 15 damage. So I was saying
Ah.
if you want to roll that back, I could take the superiority.
It'll be
die back.
fine. It'll be fine.
Okay.
I thought what that referred to is like if I try to hit and I got 16, you're not allowed to tell me whether or not it hits before I decide if I want to use a superiority die.
Right,
Mm.
but
Yeah.
it doesn't say before the results announced. It says before any effects are applied, and I'm not sure what the implication there is.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit weird wording wise. So your call, either way.
Cool. Drakvin, it's your turn.
All right, I will. I think I should be in range to just fire off another firebolt, which I will do. Am I able to tell when my last firebolt hit if this seems to be a very effective spell on the creature or not? Or
Your last firebolt was kind of weak T, so let's see if
nope, we won't see.
10 is gonna miss. No. Plunging off
Alright.
to the side. Torlak, it's your turn.
All right. So question. I think I'm below a ridge right here, right? So I can't, and I can't see that tree.
You can definitely
can I?
see that tree from where you are. Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I could. Can I throw my javelin at it?
Yeah. I would say that this tree has about half cover from you. And since
Okay.
you're not a sharpshooter, that's a penalty to hit. Of 2? Of 2.
So so it's not a disadvantage roll. It's just a -2 from whatever I roll. Okay.
Correct.
Cool. I'm not hitting.
Nope. The javelin falls
I
short.
rolled a 12. Or like pulls out a javelin and it like goes to throw it, but it doesn't. You know, sometimes when you throw things, your like wrist twists the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the tree gets
When you're bowling.
real close to you, Torlak. Real close.
Come closer. I'm going enraged as well,
Nice.
because I can do that.
Keith,
And
it
since
is.
there's no one near me, I'm the only one who gets the icicles
close
around them and temporary HP.
Are you sure not close enough? Oh, I have to be in your circle, like melee range. Or
You have to be within 10 feet of me. I don't
Yeah.
think you are. I think you're just out of that range. Basically within my little bubble thing.
That's your bubble.
Yeah.
So I can't dash up to it and attack it because the action's my dash.
Right.
All right, I'll just stand behind. Well, I'll stand beside Torlak, but like. Anyways, and then Eldritch Blast.
Excellent.
Pew, 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 pew.
17 will hit. You bash the tree for 9 points of force damage. All right. The other tree keeps doing its thing. It's beyond the other side of a hill, so you can't really see it. So it just does some stuff. Okay. That way. Okay. And Quincy, it's your turn.
All right, I'll go ahead and take another shot at this thing. I also have my movements. Let me move a little closer to this rock. So I can go about 30 feet, right around there. And I'll take a shot at that tree.
Yep, not a problem.
All right. D20 plus 3 for a 10. Should I now? If a 17 missed the other one, I'm a little nervous about bothering with a D8 addition. So we'll just we'll not do it.
All right. Drakvin.
I will be firing, I believe, another firebolt.
Okay.
Oof.
It is not your day for firebolts.
Maybe not.
Torlak. Trees here.
Yes. It's not quite in range. Can I climb up this ridge?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna climb up that. Do I need to like roll some athletics, or is it small enough of a ridge where I can just like
You'll be
walk up?
fine. Yeah, you're a very large person.
Yes, I am. All right. I'm gonna ask this tree a question. Finally.
Go ahead and roll advantage on that. That was good.
All right. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Hit.
Yes, for 14 damage. And that
Right.
does include my enraged already.
Right. So the tree is badly damaged. It's about half HP and not looking too hot here. The tree is going to reach out with its branches and give a swipe at you. It's got a green
It's gonna
aura.
branch out.
Yikes.
It's too much for me.
Let me just open up its character sheet here. 'Cause
Too much wood for you.
the tree goes to slam you, Torlak, with a 25 to hit for 19
It hits.
bludgeoning damage.
Holy crap! You can half that, but that's still insane.
Yeah, it just smashes you to the side with this giant attack that has a good range on it, about 10 feet. Keith.
So half that minus 2.
Yes.
7. I can do math.
Nice job. Very impressive.
I think that was right.
You
Oh
nailed it.
man.
Should be 7.
Okay.
What are you going to do, Keith?
I guess they're gonna like run into it. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack with my great sword.
All right. Eight is definitely not a hit. You definitely missed the tree. Next up is this other one, which will go here, and then to here. We can go another, and then it will go here. There we go. And this tree will now move, but it's really slow. Only gets about 40 feet, and now it's Quincy's turn again.
Okay, can I see the one that has been teleporting around? Because you keep moving it on the map, and I don't know where it's going.
It sounds like you've lost track of it. You can
right.
tell me which tree you want to attack.
Yeah, sure. Let me just scan the battlefield here really fast before I make a decision. It would be useful to know if it's going off the battle map, though. That'd probably make it a little bit easier for everyone.
Yeah, but you did lose sight of it, and you are in a forest. It makes sense if you've lost sight of the tree.
All right, Neil.
I've given the moving trees, the walking moving trees, HP bars, so you can at least tell which one.
Yeah. So if I do see it all right, I'm gonna give it about 5 more seconds, then just give it up and go for the one that's fighting Torlak. Yep, giving it up. All right, I'm gonna shoot at the one that's fighting Torlak. I'm just gonna go for a normal shot this time.
Okay.
So D20 plus 8. It's a 16. I believe that's a miss. So by the way, before the effects of an attack roll are applied, I believe means like I can choose to renege on the superiority die or something? I don't know actually. Never
Are you
mind.
gonna use it or not?
Yeah, let's go and use one. Why not? So add another D8. 17, probably still a miss.
That's a hit.
Ooh, not as special of a tree. So D8 plus 4. It's gonna take 7 points of damage.
It does take those 7 points of damage. Drakvin, it is your turn. You can do it.
I
buddy.
will shoot another firebolt at the tree directly in front of Torvak and Keith.
do it.
I'm feeling a 16 on this one. Okay, that works too.
There you go. You hit the tree. And yes, the flames begin to erupt and spread from branch to branch, doing about twice as much damage as you would have expected.
Okay. Am I able to tell on impact if this is like irrevocably damaging the wood, or?
I mean, you're setting it on fire. That's like a chemical change. You can't really undo that.
Sure, but am I like my question is, am I burning so much that this will be unusable if I use this on the main tree?
Nah, you're hitting the branches. You'd have to like do serious damage to the trunk to ruin
Gotcha.
it. Or
Okay.
do enough damage that you can't put the fire out once the tree's done moving.
Okay. Gotcha.
Torlak.
All right. Yeah. Torlak's gonna hit the tree again.
That's what he does.
Doing the thing. Let's see how it goes. 14. Guess it does not hit.
14 will hit this tree, actually.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yes, this tree has much lower AC.
Intriguing. Haha. Okay, sorry. I'll stop. 8.
Okay. You know what? That's enough that this tree takes the blow to it, and it just kind of slumps to the side and then begins to topple. Keith, would you roll me a d8 for the direction of the tree topple?
You mother.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it falls this direction, which does not hit anybody. So you're all fine.
Oh.
That tree is now a dead tree. It was a tree.
Does it look like it's because they were saying it's a rose tree?
Rosewood tree.
Rosewood tree. Does it look like a rosewood tree?
This one doesn't, actually. The other tree that you saw that you were first attacking did, but this looks like something a little bit different. This looks more like a dogwood tree. Keith.
Okay.
So, do I see anything else? Like, am I in a position where I can see stuff?
If it has an HP bar, it is a moving tree.
So yeah, to the right of us, we see a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, that is the original tree. Did you mean for it to heal, Neil? Or is that like a visual bug?
There are no bugs.
Okay. Cool. I'm just bringing it up in case you made a mistake.
Make a mistake? Me? Are you kidding?
I know, it's unconscionable, but...
Yes.
All right. I guess that one is rather than 120 feet. So I'll just.
And you do get the 2 HP this time, Caitlin, after my turn.
Uh, 16 will definitely hit. 8 force damage does pretty good to a single tree. Our friend over here will step into a tree and step out of it a little bit over here. Take a step, and you see now that it's close enough that you can really see what's going on here. This first one that has been moving around and waking the other trees takes one branch that is kind of shaped almost like a shield, where all the foliage has come together tightly in a rounded form, and begins to like rub this along the trunk of the tree next to it. And that tree slowly begins to unroot itself and step out of the ground.
That sounds like a great target for a called shot firebolt.
When that one tree died in front of us, did it sound like it was in pain?
Sort of. You could hear the roots in it snapping and breaking as they tried to dig into the ground at the same time as the tree tried to fall over. So it sounded just as much in pain as when a normal tree is felled. So
I didn't see a face on it.
no, there was no face. It was a faceless tree.
Did it have eyebrows?
Definitely not.
Even.
I'm in disbelief.
I mean, there's some caterpillars cruising around on it. Maybe those are eyebrows? Anyway, the next tree begins to move. And these guys are a little bit slow. Quincy, once again, you're ruining all of my plans. It's your turn, buddy.
All right, I'm going to shoot at that original tree. Sharpshooter shots at +3 for a total of 12. And if it was 17 on a miss, probably not worth taking another one.
All right.
Superiority roll.
This tree that has just come to life is going to step up to Drakfin, but it's not close. It's already used enough movement that it can't reach out and hit you. However, it does seem to have nice long branches, and you are within its area of attack. So if you run away, it'll get an attack of opportunity on you.
Why would I run away from a tree when I'm a master of fire?
We'll find out.
I am going to use a flaming, whatever it's called.
Because it does 19
Scorching.
damage, that's why.
Scorching ray here.
Sad.
1, 2, 3. They all 3 strike this tree. No, I'm sorry. 2 of 3 strike this tree. My mistake.
Gotcha. So then there are my 2 damage rolls for my hits. So I think that's 34 points of damage. Or whatever.
Yeah, that looks about right. The
okay.
tree goes up in flames, like as just a giant torch now burning in the forest.
Gotcha. I think I'm going to use my twin spells here and use my green flame blade.
Mm-hmm.
Which will be an auto attack. Hold on. There is that. I think I'm not sure how you would apply the damage here. So I roll 11 for my hit. I believe that the way it's written is the flame would bounce off to a neighboring target, so I don't think I would get bonus damage on this hit.
You need to make a melee attack with a weapon.
He did. It was a 23.
Oh, okay, I see. Right, I see what's going on here. Yeah. So you hit it, 23 to hit. You do 11 damage. What's the 3 for? Is that the flame blade?
No, I don't know why it did that. I just clicked the longsword.
I think it's for advantage.
That's the longsword extra damage if you're using it two-handed. I get it.
Oh, gotcha.
Right. And then the second damage roll is nothing. What?
Oh no, I just clicked it. Sorry to show you that it was. Okay. Yes. I don't know. Am I automatically using this two-handed as I don't use a shield?
If you would like, it's right now it's being rolled as one-handed. If you want to use it two-handed, it does D10 instead of D8.
Oh. As a magic user, I channel my arcane focuses through a little orb on my belt. Am I able to hold a weapon two-handed while still casting magic like that, or no?
Totally, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll ask you how to do this after then.
I have already set it up, so you should now just take the number on the right that it rolls from here on forth.
Okay.
Don't some spells require like hand motions?
Yeah, but you can like take a two-handed sword and then just hold it in one hand while you're hand motioning and then go back.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Torlak. Buddy.
All right. I am going to... How big is this ridge right here?
Oh, 5 feet.
Okay, 5 feet.
Yeah, maybe 6 or 7 feet. It's below your neck.
So I don't think I could climb it. I could just get to the bottom of it. Unless I wanted to expend all of my stuff. Which I could do that, actually. I will climb up and I'll just go here. I'm not going to run up to it exactly. But that will use up all my stuff. And as a bonus action, I will put my Tundra back up for my Storm and two temporary HPs.
All right. Keith. Jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Drakfin down there. Almost finished them off. It's okay. I'll help you out, bud. Get my ruler out. Oh, looks like it's gonna be another Eldritch Blast. Oh, no. On your own, bud. Sorry about that.
Okay, real quick, forget everything I said about two-handed damage. I am still using a shield. I forgot I took Warcast to do that. So forget everything I said about that. Sorry.
Cool. Our little buddy's turn. He's gonna step into one tree and reappear about over here. And then it's going to move. Oh, it doesn't have enough movement. So it'll move all the way up to Quincy, like this, and end its turn right next to you, Quincy.
Okay.
Oh, the little baby tree.
Yeah, this
That's
next
the main tree, right?
it's the one with the
the
crook
90
in it.
degree,
Yeah. This one comes over here and is going to make a slam attack at Torlock. For 11 to hit.
Nope, does not hit me.
All right, Quincy, it's your turn. There's a tree next to you.
Yep, which means I can't. It'd be disadvantage on a melee attack, so I'll just pull out the scimitar and use that instead.
Wonderful.
7, that's a miss. Not even gonna bother.
Torlock, why does Quincy roll what happens on that natural one?
What weapon are you using again?
The scimitar.
Scimitar. He's frightened by this tree that's coming at him. He wasn't expecting to be afraid of the tree, but it's weird. It's shambling towards him. It's got like a weird nubby arm, and it kind of creeps him out a little bit.
You better not voice these things to him. Dangerous words to say to a crazy man.
All right, the next tree takes a little bit closer to Drakvin, just an inch closer, and is going to slam you for a 15 to hit.
Nope.
All right, it is your turn, buddy.
I will be. I think I will just. Oof. I will cast a firebolt at it.
All right. I think you have disadvantage because it's in melee with you, but
You get disadvantage for melee?
for ranged attacks in melee.
I said longsword. What did you
Oh, I
guys
thought you said firebolt.
No, what? Why would I do that? I get disadvantage on that. I'm gonna use my longsword here.
I thought he said fireball as well.
You did. 10 is a swing and a miss.
Okay.
Torlac, it's something else?
All right.
No, I'll leave it. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Torlac.
All right. Tarek moves up a little closer, and I'm gonna show this tree a little axe action. Maybe not. I attempt to. I swing, but then like I can't quite get to the tree because it like moves its branch, and I'm like,
Brings it up, and the axe just
yeah,
whistles underneath.
like I just didn't time it right.
Keith.
Oh man, I'm like frantically looking back and forth. Like I want to help out Torlock, but Drakvin's down there. I guess the one down there is pretty hurt. So Eldritch blasted again. Oh jeez.
No, no, it's not going so well for you. The tree next to Quincy finally gets its
Have you
turn.
been able to hit any of those?
I hit one.
Okay. Oh my god.
And it's going to use its multi-attack and swing at Quincy once. It's an
That's a
18.
hit.
Oh, wonderful. For 10 damage, and it'll
Okay.
swing at Quincy a second time.
Miss.
Ooh, all right. And next is the one next to Torlac. Torlac, this tree has just dodged your attack, and it stands there bringing one of its large branches all the way up and then all the way back down with a 15 to hit.
It does, because I think attacker gets advantage, right? Or attacker gets
Yeah,
wins high.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it hits you for 16, which is all in your head. Quincy.
Did I take this
So
one? I
that's
can't remember.
actually 6
No.
damage? Yeah.
8 minus 2, yes.
I think we're gonna go for another melee attack here. And that's a d20 plus 6. That's a 24. That should be a hit.
Yes, it is.
And it takes 5 slashing damage.
The tree is minorly concerned by the
Yep.
amount of damage you've done to it.
Yep, and Quincy calls out, Drakvin, I think this might be a good target for you to engage in melee so I can feather it with arrows.
Interesting.
Drakvin is a little busy as this tree tries to slam him into the ground with its branch. A 14 doesn't sound like a hit, though, and it is Drakvin's turn.
I will take a swing at it with my longsword again.
So close to dead, you hit it, and you kill it. The tree begins to tumble. Torlac, Keith, our local lumberjack, would you give me a D8 for the direction the tree topples?
Well, it's what I'm good at. You know, if you look at the tree and you look at the wind and you look back at the tree, you can tell exactly where it's gonna fall. It's mostly on the tree, not really so much on the wind, but you know, it's gonna go down the way it did
1,
before.
2, 3, 4, 5. So it falls down and misses. Mrs. Drakvin. All right, good job. It is dead. Do you have anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, Torlak.
All right. Torlak is not having an easy time with this tree, but I feel like we can come back from this. So, let's try once again to hit this tree.
Oh, buddy.
He tries again. He like swings it back around again and again. He's just too slow. This tree is
You'll get him one of these days, Torlock.
just like hacking away. Like
All right, Keith.
Oh, it is my turn. Okay. If I stand on the edge here, let me see if my melee will hit. If I stand, oh my god. But like, it's so close. Can I go like that?
That is. You can keep going, but you can't make any attacks.
But
You can stand below the ridge and throw something.
what if I like attack like that?
You're
Oh,
just
yeah.
barely outside of its attack range. I'm so
God,
sorry,
yeah.
Keith. You can get so close.
I'll go here or actually, wait, the buddy down there. I'm gonna try an Eldritch Blast the buddy down here. Is that 30?
It's close enough, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I'll just blast the guy down here.
Cool.
And can I aim for its special branch?
This one right here? Yeah, you can aim for its special branch.
Oh,
I don't know why it's
You do not
HP
have
bar
good luck
one
with
way.
those Eldritch Blasts.
Oh, everyone's just fragging on Keith, eh?
Quincy, why does Keith roll a 1 there?
Keith is not a sharpshooter like Quincy, and while Quincy is an expert at navigating through difficult terrain to land his shots exactly where they need to go, lesser archers tend to get their attacks stuck in branches or canopy or something. And I think it clips something along the way to this tree and just doesn't connect.
Nice.
Is that why Quincy thinks he's so great? Because he just sees everyone else as like an archer. So when they fail at being an archer, he's like, once again, no competition.
It is the noblest craft.
All right, Quincy, this guy is right next to you, and
Yep.
once again, it will take 2. Well, actually,
Okay.
before that happens, you notice that the tree seems to be patching itself up.
Yeah.
The area where you had hacked at it begins to.
Is it with the shield? Does it like rub the shield on itself, or is it just naturally
No, the
regenerating?
tree just kind of begins to fold over the wound marks.
Okay.
And then it takes 2 swings at you. 1 for 23
Yep.
and 1 for 19.
Both hits.
It'll take 11 and 12.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
That's 23.
You should be at about 7.
Yep.
All right. The one next to Torlak now. Once again, it tries to. This time, it's trying to actually knock you off the cliff to the side, but
It does not.
No.
stand still.
Yeah. Quincy.
All right. We're going to have some fun here, and we're going to roll the dice. Quincy is going to use evasive footwork. When I start moving, I can add a d8 to my AC until I stop moving. So I get 6 extra AC. I'm at 22 AC now. And I'm going to
Wonderful.
bolt toward Drakvin as far as my movement will take me. So that'd be right around here.
It will get a swing at you and roll a 20.
Miss.
All right.
It misses. And I'm going to attack it with a sharpshooter shot once I get... Oh, I didn't move myself.
Your AC's 20? Damn.
22. For now,
Counts.
until I stop moving.
The fancy footwork, I imagine, raises it by 5 or something.
That's sweet.
Yeah, up by 6. And then d20 plus 3. It's a 16 to hit. I'm adding that d8 to it.
Yeah, I think you can only. No, you can. Never mind. That's fine.
I think I can do it multiple times. So 21 to hit.
Yes, that'll hit.
That's wrong.
No.
Yeah. 22. There we go.
Ooh, wow, it's great. It doesn't do full damage. The arrow
Yep.
kind of gets stuck in it and doesn't hurt as much as you would expect. Drakvin.
Let me measure the distance here. Jeez. Okay. I will step alongside Quincy, giving him a friendly nod, and then I will fire a scorching ray at this tree.
Wonderful.
Wait, is this the main tree?
Yeah.
It is the main tree. Wait, okay.
Might be a good idea still, anyways.
No, because this thing had monster AC. I think if I cast a level 2 magic missile, that basically gives me just an extra magic missile, right? It's not a damage bonus?
Correct.
Okay. I think I will use a level 2 spell slot to cast an additional magic missile.
So it should be 4d4 plus 4 damage automatically to it.
Okay. So I'm clicking magic missile, cast it with level 2, then I click submit. Do I need to do this 4 times?
No, that's it. It's the top number.
It's
that
one
4 and
die
10.
short though. He needs to roll another d4
No,
plus 1.
the extra one was added on top. The higher level cast above it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's 14 damage to the tree, which is force damage, and peppers it with little bolts, and sap begins to ooze from it all over the place.
Yikes. You shouted this earlier for like a 19 and missed, right, Quincy?
17.
7. Oh, was it a 17? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I don't want to roll 3 scorching rays and potentially miss all 3.
All right, Torlak.
All right. I'm gonna hit this guy, maybe, potentially, someday.
Maybe.
No.
Today's not that day, though. No. But it's okay. He can't hit you either. Keith, what are you going to do? Torlak is fighting a tree and
No, he
desperately...
hit me twice.
That's true. Torlak is trying to fight a tree and isn't doing too well, and your other 2 friends are gaining
I have a
up on
question,
one.
though. Do you consider drinking a potion as a full action? Or
It is in 1 action, yes.
Okay, because some GMs, I know that it is 1 action, but some GMs let you do it as like a bonus.
I am
If
not
you're
those
asking
DMs.
for that fire breathing potion, I believe when I read it, although I don't know if we discussed differently, the fire
No, I
breathing
have
potion-
2 other potions on me, and I
Okay.
don't know what they do, but I was like, if he let me do it as a bonus action, I might drink one of them.
Gotcha. Just to be clear on that using that fire breathing potion, are we still considering that a bonus action or a full action?
It's an action to drink the potion, and then a bonus action to belch it whenever you want after it's been drunk.
Gotcha. And it still has 3 uses, right?
No, because it's a big cone, so it's 1 use.
Okay, so now it's only 1 use. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
but it's that big AoE.
Neil, can I do something retroactively really fast? I did not
Maybe.
realize second wind was a bonus action. Can I have that as a bonus action really fast?
Sure,
Because I
why
wouldn't-
not?
I didn't take a bonus, so I figured.
Sure. Caitlin has
just
retconned a million things. It's fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't
I didn't
mind
realize it was
being under a bus for this benevolent Neil. Oh, great.
All right, so D10 plus my level, which is 4, so I gain back 9 HP.
There you go.
Hey Neil, just wait until you see how I use lay on hands in this game. Wonder why I have 5 exactly in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's your turn, Keith.
I'm gonna move. So can I? Do I have to Okay, because the branches are so long. So do I have to be 30 feet from the center of the tree?
No,
Or-
you just have to have your aura reach the tree. Or if you're casting a spell with an aura, it just needs to reach the branches of the tree.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast from back here, and then whatever. And then I'm also, as a bonus action, gonna Hexblade Curse the tree.
And
I
what's
think
the
this was meant. Keith just is not meant to hit these poor trees. Keith loves the trees so much that even RNG's is like, no, Keith, you don't
Drakvin?
want trees.
It'd be like if I was a druid right now, you know?
Drakvin, why does Keith roll a 1?
You know, I'm not really sure. Maybe what was said earlier from Torlak is true. Maybe he is getting a little bit thrown off by these trees. They're a little too creepy for him. He's used to the conventional monsters that he's slain, and coming up against living growth is not something that he's used to seeing.
Yeah. Well, this guy, the one with the crook in it, steps forward, and it takes a single swing at Quincy and a single swing at Drakvin. So at Quincy, this is a 15,
Miss.
and at Drakvin is a critical hit
Yikes.
for 24 damage.
Yikes.
Wow.
Did you use your second wind?
Yes.
Nope.
I'm at
And it
15.
also regains a little bit of HP. The tree over here, fighting Torlak, is going to take another swing at Torlak. Or a 10. And it is Quincy's turn, who's once again engaged in melee with his tree.
Okay.
I don't know if it's for anybody else, but Quincy, your life still looks really low to me. That's why.
Yeah, I don't think I can't change it myself. There's no
Oh
option.
yeah, because
for
you're.
my- Oh, there we go. Now I can. It was just bugged out.
I'm giving you your 9.
Yep. So I'd have disadvantage if I shot at this right now.
Yes, because it is melee with you.
All right. I don't really do enough damage. I guess we'll have to try it anyways. So we're gonna do a scimitar attack. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Drakvin, you're pretty low. I'm gonna go and do a scimitar attack at this thing and just kind of hold ground with you. 8. That's not gonna do anything.
No, definitely not. Drakvin.
Okay, so super duper clear. I think I want to drink the fire breathing potion and then cast the attack. This is still going to be a 4d6 of fire damage, correct? And he has to make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw to.
Are you doing fire damage
Yep.
to this thing? We just said we're not doing fire damage to.
Listen, this thing is about to tear me and Quincy in two. All right.
I thought
We'll run like a little bitch and disengage. Don't ruin our fucking task
I
here.
consulted
fast.
with our DM gods earlier, and I was assured that the damage we're doing to this will not irrevocably destroy the wood, such that it's not usable by the bar. Okay.
Alright. Okay.
Mention the branches and stuff.
I've consulted Gwyne for conferred upon me.
Don't you
Right.
dare.
Okay, so I will be consuming that fire breathing potion, and then I think just slash roll 4d6, I believe.
Yeah, I'm double checking it. It looks like it is 4d6 fire damage on a failed saving throw, and it gets make a dexterity save.
Yep.
Someday you'll learn how to retreat.
Imagine. How does a tree make a dexterity save? Is what I wanna know. You better give me some good flavor text here, Neil.
It doesn't. That's how.
The tree tries to do like a Matrix style dodge roll, and just it's the slowest thing you've ever seen. It's like it went into bullet time without actually going into bullet time.
Right. So 17, which is doubled, should be 34 damage to it.
Ow.
Yeah, you just get it all up in those branches. You see some bird's nests start to go up with it, and it's
They're
now
not
a
birds.
raging pillar. Just the baby birds that were too young to fly away.
Gotcha.
Torlak.
And then I think I'll try a quickened spell here,
Oh,
which will
my.
allow me to use my green flame blade. So I will try to make a melee attack here, although I don't know what our chances of succeeding here.
Can you do that? Because you've already used your bonus action to breathe. How does quicken spell work?
Oh, you're right,
It's
actually.
one bonus action.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. I forgot. Yeah.
It would have been a miss either way.
Yeah, no.
No, we never rolled that. Thank you.
Keith, buddy. Your tree is on fire.
Good.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna come up. The graphics. Wow, the production value of this.
Holy crap, this is amazing.
Beautiful.
Wow.
I like how I
I'm
can see the individual pixels. That's my favorite part, honestly.
Yeah.
not gonna burn myself, am I?
I mean, it's a flaming tree. Are you going to climb it?
No, I'm
it
just
should be
gonna
fine.
swing on it. There's a +1 to that too.
There you go. You hit it. You finally hit something, Keith.
All right. And then on this next swing, on the damage, there's also a +1 to it.
All right. 8 damage to the burning tree. And it is the burning tree's turn.
Oh, is there a resist, Matt? Is there a resist on the tree?
Not for slashing damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the tree, instead of trying to actually smash anybody, is going to try and just like put out its branches by stomping it into the ground. So I'm gonna give it a. This is a weird thing to do here. I'm gonna give it a dexterity check. It does not put its branches out. But it does try to put them out on Keith's square. So Keith, it will actually make one attack at you as it's trying to put out the branches. Does a 20 hit you? I think it does. So
Did
you're
he have
gonna-
21 AC?
No, he's got 18. So Keith,
Oh,
you
yeah,
take
17.
17 damage as the tree tries to put out its burning branches on you. Unfortunately, the fire doesn't go out, and you take damage.
All right, take like 7 damage.
17.
My
Half.
armor.
Hammer of Agatha does half damage?
No, it just takes it the first time.
Okay.
Wow.
And then Armor of Agatha's is gone then, right? Okay. The Awakened Tree goes to swing at Torlak.
Why are you smiling like that, Neil?
Can you make bird sounds for all the baby birds that are dying?
What kind of noise is that? It sounds like a dying cat.
I don't know how to make dying bird sounds. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, birds like make tweeting more like that kind of sound.
Is that what a bird on fire sounds like? Do you know this? Do we have a reference point?
Yeah,
Also, does the armor of Agatha reflect
Yeah.
damage on that tree a
My
little?
armor does damage.
Oh, wonderful. Let's see. You gain temporary HP. If a creature hits you with the melee attack, while you have these base hit points, the creature takes 5 cold damage. So it takes 10 cold damage. Oh, hey!
Does that put the fire?
It does! You put the fire out, Keith. Good job, buddy.
It did take 10 more damage, though.
It does take 10 points of damage, yes, but it's no longer on fire.
I'll
Wonderful.
work with that.
Wait, why does it take 10 damage instead of 5?
Because Keith cast Armor of Agatha's at 2nd level instead of 1st level.
Oh, I understand. Okay, cool.
Yeah. The Awakened Tree misses Torlak, and it is Quincy's turn once more.
So on account of it not attacking, would I be able to step out of range without provoking an attack of opportunity, or is
Nope.
it still like in a threat range?
It still has
sticking
its
to the
reaction.
scimitar then. That's probably a hit.
Yes, it is.
It takes another 5 points of damage.
Nice. The tree is not looking too healthy there, buddy.
Yeah. Is it a fighter thing to get to reroll a damage roll, or is that a different game system? I might be thinking of something
I
else.
think you're thinking of something else.
Okay. I wasn't sure, so I figured I'd ask.
Drakven.
I will use I will expend my final spell slot here for a scorching ray on this tree. Hopefully one of these hits.
20 will hit. 14 will not.
Okay, give me a good like an 8 or 9. I don't even know what this is. Okay, that works too. There we go.
That's
gonna drop it.
22 damage. The tree goes up in flames. And Keith, buddy, give me that D8 as the tree topples. Mr. Lumberjack.
Bye, Quincy.
I'm the expert here. Oh, yeah.
I have more HP than you do.
Probably,
Throw
yeah.
that out there.
on.
6
No, it's falling
is
for
this way. So it topples next to Keith, but does not hit him.
How do these numbers determine where it falls?
So 1 is straight up,
Okay.
2 is diagonal upright, 3 is straight to the right, 4, 5. Oh no, this is 6. I clearly
6 is kind of
6
towards-
is
not
bottom
really
left,
towards you.
7 is
Still
straight
next to
left.
Keith.
Yeah. So it's
That's
still.
so weird. Why not just use the 12 o'clock system?
We could have used a 12 o'clock system in a D12. That'd be fine.
Okay. No, I was just okay.
Yeah. Torlak. You're muted, Torlak.
Oh, sorry.
Blocked in combat with the tree.
Okay, we're just exchanging blows. Oh, finally.
There you go.
I was about to use a lucky roll on it. I was like, I'm just so frustrated with this damn tree. 13 damage, and I put my shield or my tundra back up.
Very nice. That is a hefty blow to the trunk of the tree. Keith, it is your turn.
So, okay, and the one that I'm in front of fell over. It's Dunzo.
It's Deadsies. It's on fire, but it's Deadsies.
I thought I put the fire. Oh, it went back on fire.
Hey, Drakvin set it on fire again.
Okay, so I can't save the special branch.
I mean, it's the trunk that's important, and the branches of the tree are what's on fire. If it's not put out in a few minutes, the whole tree will be consumed.
Oh, well, it sounds like I should put it out.
2 minutes is like tons of combat though.
Oh, that's true. Oh, sounds like I should ignore this.
Put out the fire.
Well,
Oh my god.
I wanted to see if I could grab the magical branch that was bringing the trees like to life.
Yes, that branch is right there. It's a nice thick bramble of things. You could probably chop it off if you can do, I don't know, 20 points of damage to it. You could probably hack that branch off. It's a nice sturdy section.
Do I have to hit it? I just roll damage?
You get advantage on the attack roll, but you still need to roll to hit it because this is 5th edition.
Is it held?
No, but she gets advantage, so she gets another attack roll.
Right.
No, I mean, is the thing held?
No, it's dead.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Rolling? What is?
Advantage did nothing.
I'm pretty sure that's the equivalent of held. Like, completely immobile.
Maybe.
By 5e, that means you automatically crit.
If you hit.
I remember that being...
Yeah.
Oh, if you hit? Okay.
Yeah, but you still got to hit. Which Keith does not. So this one is dead. The tree next to Torlak, it's still awakened, even though its benefactor is gone. And
Interesting.
so it will
I was
continue.
curious if it was gonna turn off or not.
No, it'll continue doing the last task it had in mind, which is missing Torlak. That's what it's here to do. Quincy, buddy.
All right, can I see that tree that Torlak is fighting?
Yes.
All right, we're going to take a sharpshooter shot at this thing. D20 plus 3, that's a 13. I'm probably just going to add the D8 here. I'm not sure if that's a hit or not.
All right.
I know 14 was, but I'm just going to use my last one here. Take an 18 to hit.
That's definitely a hit.
Take a D8 plus 14 for 19 points of damage.
Wow, it's a lot of damage there. I'm on the wrong map, that's why. Okay, it takes a bunch of damage, but not quite 19, and it is Drakvin's turn.
Well, I am out of level 2 spell slots, so I think I will just hurl a friendly firebolt over at our...
Go for it.
Actually, wait. Yeah, no, I should be in range. Okay.
Who hasn't gone in a while? Keith, explain to me Drakvin's natural one.
Well, Drakvin, he's the kind of guy who would walk past a pond of fish, and he'd be like, wow, look at those fish. They can't climb trees as great as me. I'm so great. So, he's probably just, like, thinking about himself, how he's, like, much better archer than those fish could ever aspire to be. And, well, one thing leads to the next, and rolling once. Oh, this is about Steven. Oh. Sorry,
I was also like,
my mind's just
the
really on
fish-
that.
fire.
Oh, okay, well, Drakven would walk by these fish and be like, oh, geez, they could never make the kind of arguments I make about philosophy and everything great in the world. Oh, those fish swimming around. I'm just so great. I'm just so intelligent. And then that's how he rolled that one.
I didn't follow that at all, but
Okay.
great. It's Drakvin's turn. No, it's Torlak's turn.
Okay. Torlak is gonna try to hit it again. Because everything is gonna be okay.
Beautiful.
9.
All right, the tree still lives. Keith, it's your turn.
I grabbed my hit points back, by the way, because of the curse. Like, when the creature dies, I get the amount of my dex bonus, and I was just reading it.
What are you talking
I did
about?
tell them to put out the tree. Torlak can't tell them to put out the tree.
Okay.
Because
High
Torlak
school
is in
first.
combat. But Maggie has told them to put out the tree. If they don't put out the tree, that's their fault.
We have 2 minutes, right? Okay, so for Hexblade's curse, if the cursed target dies, you gain hit points equal to your warlock level and your charisma modifier.
Ah, there you go. Okay, it's dead, so you gain 4? No.
6?
6? I don't know. Yeah, 6. That sounds right.
6. Okay. Am I within 120 from Tarlak's tree?
Well, let's take a measuring tool.
Mm-hmm.
You are like 121.
All right, I'll move up here, and then I'll Eldritch Blast.
That'll definitely hit his tree.
Wow, 2.
The wood loses some of its rigidity and takes a step towards Torlak and tries to bash him. The 19
Bash happens.
for 20 points of damage, which is probably
10.
8.
But minus is who is 8.
Yeah. Quincy.
All right. I know we could probably be putting out this tree, but Quincy is not going to forego any chance of honor by engaging in glorious battle, and he's going to take another shot at this tree that Torlak is fighting.
The
for
whole
21 to
job,
hit.
the whole point we're out here is for that damn tree.
For glory and honor, of course.
yeah,
He's-
but you've already
he's gonna-
slain the tree. You're already honored.
Are you implying that Quincy could obtain too much honor?
No. I'm implying he's going to lose all his honor because the tree is going to be all burnt and roasted.
The tree takes some damage. Drakvin, it's your turn.
Another firebolt will be hurled. That's what I do. I set things on fire.
It's usually what D&D boils down to.
Or
Seven's
I don't set things on fire in this case. Or I set the surrounding on fire.
It's another tree's on fire somewhere else. We're not too worried about that. Torlak, buddy.
There's a lot of trees in here.
All right.
Buddy.
Trying, man. I'm trying. Yeah.
And I think that's it. I think you do it. The tree goes down. Hey, Drachman, you want to roll me a d12 for the where it falls?
Do we really go to a 12 directional falling system?
Why can't
Makes
it
me
be
feel better.
We increased our falling system.
There it goes.
It goes
All right.
due north.
Perfectly. It's perfectly not my direction.
All right. The trees are down, and one of them's on fire.
Yep. So I guess we set to work trying to put this fire out.
So how do you?
That sounds like a good idea.
How do you? Do
Quincy
that?
is going to stomp on some of the parts that are on the ground. He's going to like pick up clumps of dirt and like throw them on top, try to like smother out flames in other parts. Right. It's probably going to be like a it's going to be some work. But I mean, was a living tree, so it's going to be at least somewhat wet. It should be reasonable to put this fire out. It has just caught. But yeah, just like standard fire
Take your
methods of trying to
bedrolls out and use that.
We're gonna try and smother that flame, I guess. And yeah, that our bedrolls like sleeping bags.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, I guess we can do that too.
So everyone just goes around and tries to beat the tree with your sleeping bags. Is that?
We're gonna smother those flames.
I think I kind of stand off to the side.
Don't
kind of
fan the
visibly watching
flames.
people,
No.
kind of getting out of breath, trying to save the tree. And then I think at some point when some time has passed, but not enough to burn the tree, I think I can use control flames to just immediately extinguish the fire. Right?
If you have spell slots left, no, it's a first
It's a
level spell.
cantrip.
Cantrip.
Is control flames a cantrip?
Can I cast Armor of Agathis again and then just like roll back and forth over the tree?
You can try it. Do you want to try it?
Wait, didn't we already put this tree out?
It's got set on fire again.
Oh, right.
Do you want to try that, Keith?
Well, see, would that damage the tree to the point where it's unusable?
Probably not.
You have to jump. You'd have to jump onto the tree so that you take falling damage, and then the armor would absorb that falling damage and reflect cold damage back to the tree.
It's your call if you want to give it a shot.
I mean, I'll see if Steven has his cantrip.
Yeah, Steven's cantrip will put the tree out. It's a 5x5x5 cube. That's a lot of space. A couple of cantrips and the tree is just gone.
Can I chop
Fire's
this
gone,
tree
right?
up a bit and take parts of it?
Sure. What parts do you want to take?
I don't think this tree
I don't
has
know
any-
any part that looks interesting to me.
There's that thick brambly thing that it was using for a shield that it was also rubbing against other trees and bringing them to life.
I was
So the
actually
one
going to
that's near
mention.
me?
Oh, this one. Sorry.
I'm not near
Sorry.
them yet.
Yeah, you can totally hack this thing apart. There's a section that looks like a bird used to live in here. It's like a knot with a hole in it.
Mhm.
Can I lay on hands the baby birds?
You may. But it has
Alright.
no effect. They're still dead.
They're dead. Unless you can resurrect them.
Did you
make their death saving throws, Neil?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
NPCs don't make death saving rolls.
Wait, really?
Oh yeah.
When they hit 0 HP, they're done, though.
Whoa, this is not rules we've played in
Unless
the past.
that's how it is, man. That's the life of an NPC.
I think the logic behind it is just to save the crunch of rolling the dice. So I guess that's up to DM discretion.
Yeah, and I don't know if I verbalized this, but at the beginning of the day, I rolled the good berries, so I actually want to start feeding them to each of the birds.
Wait, you have good berries?
No.
Okay, I was like, what? Those things are awesome.
That's one word that can be used.
loves good
Instead.
berries. It's so awesome. We should have more good berries in this campaign.
And with that note, why don't we go to our break and we'll be back in 5 or 6 or something minutes. We'll see you on the other side of our break. Bye. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Heroes Graveyard. So, you felled the tree, you put out the flames. Keith did not need to roll around in it back and forth.
One thing I want to do with this tree line on the ground, Quincy wants to walk up and inspect this little like wooden shield that he saw it rubbing on the other trees.
Yeah.
And while they're all doing their thing, Torlak has taken all the branches off the tree that he's killed, and he's dragging the tree back to them because he thinks that's the tree that he's.
Aww. Sad. All right, so you are chopping it down, debranching it, and dragging it back to everybody else while Keith is looking at this bramble, or was that Quincy?
That was me.
Quincy, all right.
And I think he's gonna, like, if it seems human-sized roughly as a shield, I'm gonna try and like pry it off the branches.
It's larger than a human-sized shield, and it looks like it's just really thick branches that have, or dense branches that have grown together tightly, kind of forming a.
When you say larger, do you mean like a tower shield, or just too big for a human to feasibly use it?
It's like 5 feet across, so it would just be really awkward. And then it's fairly thick. It's maybe this
Okay,
wide.
so it's more like a pavis then than a shield. Like the crossbowman thing you
Googling
carry it on the
Pavis
back and
right
you
now.
throw
That's
it down on the ground.
by the way, if you didn't notice.
Pavis. How do you spell Pavis?
Pavise.
Things. No. I mean, it might be the size of a Pavis, but it's thick, right? It's a big bramble. It's like it's like a shrub. It's too big to carry around and use in combat. You'd have to be using a whole plant.
Do you suppose this thing has retained the magic of its owner? It was using it to wake up the other trees.
Yeah, try rubbing it on a tree and we'll see if it comes to life.
Sure, I don't see how that could go wrong at all. And Quincy's gonna go and pry this thing off and try rubbing it against the tree.
Sure, it'll take you a while to hack it off, and then you can take it and describe to me how you rub the bush on the tree.
It's a bush?
I mean, it's like a.
How do
like
you
a
rub
bush.
the bush with the wood?
I think the way he's describing it like a shield, we think of in 2 dimensions. Like it's got height and width, but he's saying that this one is also like
It's got depth,
too,
yeah.
right?
So
yeah,
it's
it's like a
Oh,
massive
okay.
bush.
So
thick,
it's
but tall.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it's big in all 3 dimensions, not just 2 of them. Got it. I guess Quincy will just kind of like pick it up. Maybe he needs a little bit of help. He's strong, but he's not that strong. So he'll probably have somebody else help him with it, and they'll just take it up to the tree and like rub it against it with each of them holding one end.
Are there any volunteers to help this thing?
I mean, Drakvin brought it
I
up.
would if
Maybe
I
he
was
wants to help.
there.
I would volunteer to ready a firebolt.
Keith, are you gonna help him?
Keith, you seem large and strong. Seem the warrior type. Would you like to help me here?
Oh yeah, sure, bud.
All right, and I guess we'll rub this this thing, not not a shield. We'll rub the not a shield against a tree and see what happens.
All right, and you're just like kind of just pushing it and rubbing it like this.
Yeah, just kind of rubbing it up and down a little bit, see if anything happens, and nothing happens. We'll give it
No,
up.
nothing happens.
All right. Is that basically what excited? See it like waking the trees up? I assumed it was just kind of like rubbing up and down.
Yeah, it
Basically
was
what
just
we're
kind
doing.
of rubbing up and down.
Okay. Then I guess we'll give it up and chalk it up as a loss.
Should we dispose of this branch then? We don't want this to get in the hands of someone who knew how to use it. Not saying you might not know how to use it. I mean, maybe you're just like flubbing on me or something.
Or we could sell it to someone who knows how to use it.
Oh
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, are we able to look at it and figure out, like, does this look like something special? Does it look like that the tree could have just ripped any bush off and
It
used it?
looks like it's part of the tree, like it's grown out of the tree. It's probably one with the tree.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I mean, if we can carry it, I don't know. What do we have to go contact that one lady and bring that big goblin here to haul this back, or the troll, or
The troll.
yeah? I mean, there's no
You
harm in taking
fantasy
this-
racist.
They're all short. No, never mind.
What?
No, I'm not
It's
gonna go.
huge.
It's like 9 feet
9
tall.
feet tall.
I meant they were in their intellectual stature. Okay, is what I was talking about.
Can I use
All
the
right.
blind
Okay,
sense
fair enough.
to see if it's an undead tree?
It is not an undead tree. But thank you for
If it's
asking.
undead, it would look so. They would not look all green and lush. Let me tell you.
So you can go talk to Elisa. She brings over Willy Wonder, and they start hauling away not Torlak's tree. They completely ignore Torlak's tree and haul away the other one.
Torlek finally makes it to everybody, and he's like, "I bring tree.
Oh, the tree's already being carried back. What's this tree for?
This tree attacked me."
Yes.
And you killed it, Torlock? Oh, good job, bud.
I thought we supposed to bring tree.
Yes,
good
we
job,
are.
you did it.
It's back there.
Yeah,
very
Torlock. Good job, Torlock. Good job, bud.
Okay.
I guess we just start heading back.
All right.
How?
Was
we
there
did-
anything else we had to do out here?
No. Well, no, I don't think so. I think the hag lady needs to do the anti-magic thing, but I think they need the wood first.
Yeah, they need to build the bar.
Would it take me long if I want to drag this wood with me also? Or can I
Yes.
carry it?
It would take you a long time.
Okay.
It would probably reduce your movement to about a third. So 3
So
days.
10.
Yeah.
3 days? What?
Took you a day to get here, so it would take you 3 days to get back.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Well, no, not. I don't think anyone's gonna let me do that. Can I chop off part of it?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll chop off whatever I think I can manageably carry with me. And
Sure. You get
Okay.
a nice big chunk of tree.
yeah, I have like a battering ram now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Good.
We're not gonna get like fined or anything, are we, for like chopping down trees?
Who's gonna fine us? Is there like an EPA that manages like the land of ruin?
There's rangers
The
and
Druid
forest.
Circle, yeah. The
Yeah,
Druid Circle
you
will
know.
not be happy.
Well, you head on back and slowly begin to make your way back to Ruin. Is there anything you'd like to do on your way back to Ruin?
It's a little out of the way to go see the hag lady, I think, so maybe not. Plus, we're not really the ones to do that negotiation.
Wait, what are we negotiating with her for?
She wants the bartender
the
wants to cast an anti-magic zone.
Gotcha.
One thing I want to do, whenever we camp down for the night, because I assume we're gonna have to do that on the way. Quincy will not take first watch. That way, I can get the short rest healing if we get ambushed in the night.
Clever. Okay. Let's take a look at our map here. Guys over. You leave this zone and you start heading back. So this distance is not actually to scale, but here and here.
Wow, it's only 20 feet.
Thanks. So it'll take you about a day to get there. There are no encounters on the way. You don't have to pay the bridge toll because you're with Lisa. And Lisa and Willy Wonder haul the tree all the way back to the Shamrock Saloon in ruins.
Speaking of that bridge toll, is that like, are there town guards there, or is it just kind of like some people
It
camped
is
out?
Elisa and the rest of the Sisterhood of the Dice. They all impose a bridge toll.
So are they like an actual legal authority?
You gotta think of this area as the Wild West. Legal authority is
Okay.
a broad
So
term.
you're saying that I could say banditry is a crime and pull out a bow and shoot them and not be imposed a fine once we get back to town?
It is right here. I'm pretty sure this is a magical floating island that people have moved in to try to set up to like explore ruins and whatnot, right? So I don't think there's
Yeah.
any legal authority, anything here. It's
Okay.
just whoever has
Okay,
the
I figured there
power.
was like a basic town guard. I just wanted to make sure they weren't part of it.
The magistrate has some level of authority over the town. If
Okay.
not just because she has the most soldiers and is in charge, and everyone just seems to agree that she's in charge, but this bridge toll strikes you of borderline banditry.
Okay, yeah. So I won't do anything here because their lands cross for free, but that's good for future reference in case we try to go back out and have to deal with any difficulties.
Yeah, you know, they just have a bridge troll with them though, so it's fine. It's fine.
That's fine.
Have we
Don't worry
long rested at this point? Or not yet?
No.
We did
Not
rest
yet.
because it was a full day, right? We had to camp.
It'll be a full day by the time you get back into town.
Oh.
Which you
Okay.
can get back to town. There's no combat on the way, so
Cool. It's good because I was walking around with 6 HP, so
very nice.
good to hear.
You arrive in town.
All right. We're gonna go to the person who we have to drop the tree off to.
Well, that would be Laura, or Gloria, I think is her name. I've been calling her Laura, but her name's Gloria, actually, at the Shamrock
Oh,
Saloon.
is it not Laura on the sign?
Does it say Laura? See,
I swear I saw Laura on the sign.
I think it
but
says
I
Laura.
also-
It does say Laura on the sign, but her name
Because
in
I've been calling her Laura.
my notes say Gloria. So maybe is Laura short for Gloria?
It can be in rural.
Laura
It
is
is.
short for like
Sure.
Laurel, or Laurel is the most common name for Laura.
Here, Gloria and Laura are both short for Laurel. So
Okay.
use whatever name you want, I suppose. She sees you guys coming with the hauling this tree down in the streets and busts out of the bar, eyes wide, goes, "Oh, you done it!"
We did. It was a glorious fight. I feel I've gained much honor in the process.
Well, y'all certainly heroes of mine. Let me get you your gold, and she points a finger at Keith, and your beer.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I asked for a round for all of us.
I need beer.
Yes. Come on in. She welcomes you into the bar.
We're
which
going on
is,
a pub crawl for St. Patty's.
this is the only pub in town, and the
By
bar.
pub crawl, I mean we're gonna drink until we're crawling.
And with this last piece, they should have the bar up and running within the week. So by the time you guys come back next week, the tavern will be open for all sorts of whatevers. She pours you a bunch of ale, brings out a cask and sets it on the counter while she counts out gold coins for you as well. She gives
Oh yeah, I have 200 gold now.
Elisa
200 apiece, I
her
assume?
pay. Yes, you each get 200. Elisa goes away with Willy Wonder, and Gloria sits on the counter on the little table she's dealing these coins out on and says, "Well, y'all done some good work. What's your proclivity here?"
I'm here for gold.
My what?
Word means what? Proclivity.
What do you like to do? What is your inclination?
I like axing things.
I like to travel with honorable warriors and slay dangerous monsters.
I go where the money is.
Oh yeah, just whatever Torlak likes to do. That's what I like to do.
Well, yeah, certainly a bunch of helpful folks to have around. You seen the sign out front about Kraz over in the Boulder Creek mines?
Oh, what info you have on that?
A couple months back, a group of people went out there looking for him, and they ain't come back yet. Presume they're all dead. A couple groups gone off like that. None of them come back. So consider this your friendly warning. That's one mean hobgoblin. She's a something.
Would you say that's a call to adventure? Quincy says, looking over to the others in the party.
I say it might call you to a venture. Most certainly.
Oh yeah, he's like looking to the others, I guess, looking to see what they think. But that is a further lead.
I kill many hobgoblins. What's one more?
Oh, that'd be real good. Say, you notice anything odd while you're out there in those woods? We've been having issue with creatures coming out of the wilds and attacking, the few farms that have been set up outside of town. You notice anything suspicious?
Well, you lied. There are more than one tree.
Do you mean you've been finding like half-eaten body parts or something like that laying around?
Well, I will classify that as odd, certainly.
There was the hag. That cannibalistic hag that you told us about?
Oh, she's a cannibal.
I believe so. She evaded the question. I take that as a confession in its own right.
Well, I ain't no legal scholar, but if someone doesn't want to answer a question, it probably means the worst.
She was out there. She could be responsible.
Huh. Well, that's a darn shame.
Oh, she was willing to do business with you, by the way, if you wanted that anti-magic zone.
You know how to find her?
Yes. Here, you put this in your mouth, and he kind of like holds out the stone. It's my property, so I would need it back. But if you put this in your mouth, it'll pull you toward her when you're facing her or something. I don't know. I haven't tried it.
You're
Yeah, she
pulling my
put it
leg.
in her mouth first.
I'm honestly not. I do not tell a lie.
He not telling lie. That's what she'd tell him to do, if you want to find her.
Well, she's certainly queer folk, I suppose.
Yes. So if you need to track her down, come and see me, and I can help lead you to her.
You know what? I might just do that. Are you busy immediately after this?
I believe we're free.
You wanna go take a walk over there and see if she's willing to provide an anti-magic aura around this place?
It was a she named it as a rather expensive price. I assume you'd be able to pay the gold.
We're the only bar in town, and people here have short life expectancies, so they spend pretty much all their free money on alcohol. It's gotten to the point that we have to keep importing it back from the mainland. It just goes too quickly. Business is good, my friends. Business is good.
Then I suppose it might be worth going to meet with her. What say the rest of you?
Yeah, I'm just not putting that in my mouth, eh?
Yeah, I don't want to put that in my mouth either.
Yeah, I'd
That's
say we
fine.
should definitely go meet her. I think I feel like Gloria. What did we decide?
You know what? Loria, Lorena, any of those will do.
Yeah, I mean, you could stay here and we could go talk to the old hag and figure out what her cost is, and we could kind of barter the deal for you.
Mighty nice of you. What do I owe you for the services?
Let's say 10% of the fee.
Fine. Sounds fine.
All right. What is your upper limit that you're willing to spend on this?
Well, it is hopefully to stop people from burning the whole bar down. So I'd say about 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay. And if we have to render some sort of service that doesn't require payment, how about we say 1,000 for a payment instead of a percentage, since there would be no percentage in that situation? Because that would basically be us paying the price for you. As in, if we have to go kill something for
Oh,
her.
I see what you're saying. If you're saying she doesn't want
Gold,
money,
but rather in exchange.
then I will be happy to pay you the 1,000 in exchange for your services. Yes.
That
Does
seems
this
fair.
sound agreeable?
Maybe we should talk to Agatha first, and then we'll figure out exact pricing. I'm sure we can reach something that's agreeable for all parties involved.
Are you sure you don't want to come with us? You being a business owner and everything, you sound like you'd be pretty good at negotiating, and then you could negotiate out with Agatha for yourself.
If you feel unable, I would most certainly rather do it myself than leave it in the hands of foolish, clumsy folk.
Oh, you won't come with us?
I feel like the forest is a dangerous place, though. I think the bar owner is better remaining here.
Well, if you think you can handle it, I trust you all. If you don't think
It
you
is
can
only
handle it,
another
let
day
me.
out.
I'll deal with it myself.
Yeah, that sounds fine. Yeah, we can head over and talk to her first thing in the morning.
Wonderful. Well, I'll see you all around. Here, have this small keg on me. And she hands Keith a small keg. It's maybe
I take the
like
keg and I drink it all.
it's like 3 gallons of ale.
Are you going to chug? No. Okay.
Okay. All right. You guys can go to bed, wake up the next day, and head on out if that's what you want to do. Do you have anything you have a plan you need to discuss before you get there?
If she does anything evil or nefarious, fill her with arrows and swords and magic until she stops moving.
Why not make her make scroll thing? You know, I see many people make scroll things.
What scroll things do you speak of?
You know, like magic scroll.
Would like pay her to make one?
Yeah.
I suppose we could.
And then we kill her, and then we take the money.
I'm not sure if we're going to be paying in gold pieces. This is a person who lives outside of civilization. Not sure what good she has for gold.
Oh, maybe she has exchange for other thing.
Possible. Either way, we're not going to know until we speak to her. Here, Torlak, you can lead the way, and he kind of gives this.
I don't want to put that in my mouth.
Probably like sticky from when she put it in her mouth, and it kind of dried out.
Mhm.
There you go, Torlak.
You're gonna have to like persuade him.
He is a charismatic guy. I'll roll
fine.
that if you want me
You
to.
persuade me, and I'll use intimidation to make you do it. And
All right.
whoever wins,
Ooh.
Sounds good.
do it. All right.
Sounds good to me.
Oh shit! I rolled bad.
All right, my persuasion is a +3.
Oh damn.
I win.
Oh yeah, you win.
Just
I think
barely.
it would be best. You
Torlak's
are
like,
big and
"No,
strong. You seem like
I
a
will
hardy
make you
man.
do it. And then
Oh
you like
please, you're a hardy. I would say you have a Constitution score of at least 16 just by looking at you. I imagine even if there was some sort of
not.
awful disease on this thing, you'd be able to easily power through it.
Okay, maybe you're right. And he like begrudgingly takes this like gross rock that's got like slime and weird shit on it. That's been sitting there for a day, and he like
A little bit of mold has grown over it because he didn't properly clean it.
he like puts it in his mouth. Oh. Do I need to make like a con save?
I was going to actually ask you to make me a Constitution save when you put it in your mouth.
I wonder if I get some bonus to con saves. I think I do maybe.
Barbarian, I think you have proficiency in it.
Yeah, no, I just get proficiency in it.
Let's see.
Which I already have marked. Okay, sick.
All right. I'll let you know what happens down the road a little bit.
Great. That's exactly what I want to know.
Okay.
Please tell me that she gets leprosy.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll that'll probably not show up for a little while. So you guys take a rest for the night, and Torlak, you can find your way there to the forest.
Does it have to stay in my mouth like the whole time?
It's when you put it in your mouth, you can feel like your teeth tingling and you can feel like your teeth trying to leave your mouth in the direction of her house. So like you can take it out and walk for a while and then like put it back in and then take it out and put it back in.
Oh, gross. Are they putting it back in my mouth? Okay. Yep.
You make it to Agatha's forest the next evening. Next afternoon, late afternoon.
Oh, are we all healed up and stuff?
Yeah, it's been a day.
Yeah,
You've had a
it's
long
been
rest. You're all good.
multiple. Yeah.
Cool.
You find her little cozy looking thatched roof hut in a grove of trees. There's a small white picket fence around it with a garden. There's a pile of logs on one side. There's a little bit of smoke rising from the chimney. Agatha's nowhere to be seen. Could be inside, could be on the other side of the house, could be gone. As you approach the building, though, you see this garden is just like churning with very large worms that are like, they're about this big. What is this, like 1.5 feet? And about yay big around. They're kind of just like writhing in and out of the ground. They're completely white except for these little kind of grayish black bands that run around them every so often to segment them.
I'm gonna use Define Sense.
And what does that detect?
Fiends, undead, and angels.
You know, just Torlak.
That was good. That was good.
Yep. Well, here you are. You are at probably unmistakably what Agatha's house would look like.
He looks over and Torlak's like stretching. You know, back muscles. See him?
All that carrying.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna knock on the door then.
How does Torlak look, by the way, after a day of this? Now that they've failed a Constitution save.
Fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great.
From inside the hut comes the voice, "Just 1 minute. I'm not decent yet."
Oh God.
And then you hear the sound of like scraping on wood, and something shuffles. There's some clattering of dishes, the pouring of
How
water.
big is the house?
12 by 8, 12 by 9.
It's like a little hut.
It's a small mud brick hut. Yeah. Eventually, Agatha comes to the door after a few minutes, opens it, and stands before you. She's short, maybe 5'7", 5'6". She looks up at the very tall Torlak with a happy, peaceful grin on her face. "Hello. I thought I would be seeing you soon."
Hello.
Come in.
We're looking for you.
Come inside, please. Come inside.
How
All
big
of
is
you.
the door?
It's a regular door frame. You can duck into
Okay,
there.
so I have to like duck down and go into it. Okay.
She opens the door and holds it for all of you to walk inside.
Does this seem like a good idea? Oh well. And Quincy will go in after two people have.
Yeah, I'm just smiling, walking in.
All right. There's a small table. There's a little fireplace with a little fire going and a teapot over it. She motions for you to sit at the table if you so desire, and says, "My honeys, would you like some tea?"
Oh, I like tea.
Excellent. And she starts to pour water from the teapot into a few cups, and then hands each of you one of these wooden mugs.
Quincy will kind of, politely refuse. He's not particularly thirsty at the moment. We've come to negotiate your spellcasting services, actually.
Ah. Yes, I believe there's a certain bartender in town who needs an anti-magic shield around her bar.
Yes, that's correct.
That's why we here.
We're here to negotiate the price and, come to a resolution.
There is a specific component I need to create this thing. It's not hard to find. Quite common, in fact. I just don't have any on hand at the moment. A skull of any medium-sized creature is needed to create the aura.
What
What
hobgoblin
about ears? Could you use ears?
Skull is necessary. It's really the eye sockets that are the important things, you know. Something with two
How'd that work?
eyes.
And
Would a
two
hobgoblin skull work?
Yes, that would do fine.
Oh man, I could have taken many hobgoblin skulls. I could
still
have
can.
taken, and he like pulls out of his pocket, like he's got like this thing, a jar of just like hobgoblin ears.
It's really
Have you
creepy that you
strung
keep
the
them in the
ears
jar.
into a belt? Yeah, have you strung the ears into a belt or something?
No, they're in a jar.
Okay.
I don't know why that's more creepy, but it really is.
It's because you can smush them in there, stick them more. In.
It's just like a little mound of flesh.
Yeah.
No. Although, I'll take one of those if you're giving them away.
Oh no! If you want one, you pay for it.
What is your price?
How much you pay for?
I'll give you a kiss.
No, I don't want that.
Is a good luck charm. It will keep you safe.
He's like a little horrified. He's like, "How'd that make me have luck?"
It's magic, my dear.
I don't know if I want that kind of magic.
Well, I would be happy to provide Gloria with such a thing. She's done so much for me, incidentally. I do feel I owe her a small debt. Provided me with so many useful friends. If you could bring me one of those.
You've had
Skulls.
past dealings with Gloria.
Not directly, but she has helped to populate our little corner of the world.
Does the type of skull we bring, does that matter at all to the spell?
No.
Just any humanoid?
Has no bearing on the
Medium creature, a large
Please say
dog.
it must have two eyes.
A dog would do even. Need not be a person.
Okay.
Yes. Would do well.
Well, it might be a bit more out of the way to go fight that hobgoblin cleric or sorcerer, wizard, whatever. I don't know. It's all
Oh,
spellcasting.
Kraz! Oh, that lovely little dearie. She's very insistent and stubborn.
Would her skull work?
Most certainly. Although, I think I have another use for hers in mind. Would probably rather use that for something else.
Did it say it was Kraz on the board?
It
And I
did.
missed that? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think? Should we go deal with this hobgoblin cleric, get the 1,000 gold reward from that. Do this business with Agatha, and then we can go get the 1,000 gold reward from that.
I say if we see Skull on way, we give Skull.
Sure.
I do owe Glory a bit of a favor, but not enough for a permanent anti-magic ward around her business, of course. I would need to be extracting a trade, of course. Currently, there's nothing I have of need, but if you would be willing to render me a favor at some point in the future, should you live that long, I would consider it a trade.
Well, if you need help gathering materials, we're already doing it for you. Is there anything else you'd be in need of that we could collect on the way?
Unfortunately, all of my needs are currently satisfied.
Well, that sounds good. I'm happy.
Tell you
for
what, we'll collect the skull for you and have Gloria come out and promise you the favor.
Oh, no, dear. It is from you, or I would need the favor. She has little to offer.
She could always hire us to deal with the favor. She is quite the lucrative businesswoman.
Young boy, there's no need to add middlemen to these things. If you're simply too afraid to work with me, just say so. There's no shame in hiding and running.
What would this favor entail?
Oh, it may never arise. I don't know what it could be, but maybe one day I would need a favor done.
Oh yeah,
Like shrugs.
Sounds agreeable. I mean, we have 1,000 gold promised to us, I think, from the bartender lady, so from Gloria. So yeah, we'll owe you a favor, sure.
Wonderful. Any head will do. Medium-sized creature, about yay big. Large dog, jaguar, goblin, human, elf. No.
How about rabbit?
Too small. Giant
Okay.
rabbit would do, though. I haven't seen any of those in many a decade.
Okay. That seemed easy. Let's go get Skull.
Thank you, my
Very well.
pretties.
Oh, one more thing. Could your wish be on weapon instead of on me? Or exchange for ear?
She beckons you with a crooked finger to lean down.
Oh god, he leans down.
She reaches some long, bony nails up towards you and kind of gently places them behind your neck, like running her fingers through the back of your hair to that side of the tendon on the back of your skull, and leans in, licking her lips, and places like a big, sloppy, wet kiss right on like the corner of your mouth.
Yeah, Torlak like moves away while she's still kissing him.
Mm-hmm. She releases you, but you can kind of feel the nails are digging, like pointing into your flesh, almost hurting as you pull back.
Do I feel anything from that, like magical?
You definitely feel strange. There is something churning in your stomach, and you don't know if you can keep it down. It might be magical, it might not, but you're definitely feeling something. She looks expectantly towards your jar of ears.
I give her one ear. Not even a pair, just one.
Divine. Thank you, pretties. Thank you.
And he like backs out with his jar. Ew.
All right. You leave Agatha's, the white picket fence, the little garden behind, and find yourself out in the woods, a few hundred feet from her.
Well, should we go back to town and talk about that hobgoblin job?
Yeah, we probably should. We can.
Can we
kill
see
many birds
any
with one
animals
stone.
that are out here while we're out in the?
Give me a nature check.
Oh shit! I'm bad at
Anybody,
it.
give me a nature check.
It will not be Quincy. He has no proficiency in a
Hey.
-1.
I don't either. I'm a -1, man.
You
I'm ironically bad at nature.
not today, you're
16.
not. So you do come across a trio of wild dogs. They look a little bit scrawny, a little malnourished, maybe.
right.
And they are walking some distance from you with their tail between their legs.
I want to axe one.
They look pretty skittish. They're probably not gonna chill while you approach them.
Quincy will pull out
I'll
his
run
bow.
and axe one. I'm just gonna like full on run and axe it.
Go for it, Torlak. Run in. The
I
dogs.
did 25.
I faced the other way.
The dogs begin to bolt, but you reach and you cleave right into the hindquarters of the dog for 14 damage. How much does a dog have in HP?
I don't know. Probably not that much.
Probably.
I thought
not.
like
Everyone's
they're like.
pretty decent. Even kobolds have like 2 hit dice.
Well, it depends on like if it's a big dog or if it's like a house. Because familiars only have like 1 HP or something. They're like,
Right.
yeah.
You know what? The dog probably has this much HP. Let me just roll some dice.
People are
over
like,
here.
oh my god, you're killing dogs. I'm like, it's Twi'lek.
Yeah, the dog goes down.
He's a half-orc barbarian who's
You-
chaotic.
You take its hindquarters and the whole thing collapses in a heaping pile.
Twi'lek goes and picks it up and he's like, all right, is there a way I can just take the head? I don't know. I'm not gonna like.
I suppose that would work for a skull, but should we discuss this this favor that she wants? I think we should set some limits for our own safety.
Well, I don't think that that's in our control, you know? I don't think we set the limits on the favor. I think she just decides what she wants it to be when she feels like making it what she wants it to be, and we already signed over our rights. So, yeah.
We have not sealed that deal. She has not rendered her services as of yet.
That's a good point. Yep.
I feel like we should maybe say you're not allowed to put us in a cauldron and cook us. You're not allowed to harm us.
That sounds good. She's not
No.
allowed to harm
Some
us.
some self-survival techniques might be useful here.
I like this.
Yeah, I just don't know if she would honor them, eh?
Magic, I imagine we'd be on better ground. I'd rather not speak my way into a magical contract that leads to my doom. If she doesn't honor it, then I imagine no contract would hold. She might kill us, but then we could just shoot her with arrows.
I feel like we offer enough of a benefit to her that I don't think anything bad will come of us, as long as we prove our worth. I think we can have a mutually beneficial relationship.
That's a fair point.
All right. You guys head back to Agatha's, having been gone not even 20 minutes or so.
Yep.
You return to find the house much the same as when you left. The door is still open, and she's actually outside in one of the gardens now with a little bit of with a small hoe, kind of making furrows. She sees you approach and sets the hoe against the picket fence and stands on the inside waiting for you.
We haven't cleaned it yet, but here's a dog's head.
No, that's fine. I can clean it up. Not a problem.
He hands it over to her and like tries to like not make contact with her because he's a little creeped out. Yeah. Mhm.
What do I owe you for the extra dog? Our contract was just for the head. You've brought me more than that. Would you like another blessing? Keith?
You know, I'll pick up your blessing off of Torlak later on, probably. It'll probably rub off on me on some point. I'm okay.
Ooh. Don't weaken it too much. I don't know how it will do when split between two, although I would love to watch and see how that affects it.
Yeah,
Well-
that would be lovely, but we gotta get going, I think.
I'm sure you'll have an
Excellent.
opportunity in the future.
Yep. Maybe that'll
We're-
be the favor, you know?
Perhaps not.
Oh, jeez.
Give me just a moment. Do you have a few hours to wait? I can ready this in 4 or 5 hours.
Would you be
Besides
traveling
the-
back to town to cast this spell?
Oh no, I'll be casting it here. But besides, the sun is going down now, and the plains are dangerous at night. Would you like to stay in my guest cabin? It's just
No, I quite like sleeping under the stars.
It's just beyond yonder hill. It's far enough away that you'll have your privacy.
I'm quite all right, thank you.
Suit yourself. In the morning, I shall have your charm. for the tavern.
Okay. We come back in the morning.
See you then.
All right. You guys can go and sleep. Is there anything in particular you want to do, or should we just skip to the next day?
Just the next day.
Yeah.
right. Next day, you come back. Agatha is inside, but the door is open, and you can see her stirring her large pot. She beckons you in with her old, wrinkly fingers that are too thin, and once again offers you all a cup of tea. Who takes the tea? I forgot to ask last time.
Torlak took it because he's an idiot.
Does anyone
Yeah,
else have a
but-
sip of tea?
Unless
I don't know
Toma
if
told
he
him
doesn't
not
trust
to.
her.
I would have tried to dissuade Torlak from taking the tea.
Okay, yeah. If someone dissuaded him, then he might not have.
I'll be a polite guest, and I will sit down and I will drink up.
She sits and sips the tea right alongside Drakvin, looks over at the rest of you as if you're missing out on the greatest thing in the world. Drakvin, the tea's not bad. It's maybe a little bit light in flavor. Maybe, could be a little bit stronger. The dog you brought was perfect. Perfect. Here. And she pulls from underneath the small table you're sitting at a dog's skull. And it has a rope that goes through the temples where she seems to have drilled a hole, and it comes to a full loop at the top, so you can kind of like hang the head and walk with it. But inside, it sounds like there's something jingling around inside the skull itself. This
Okay,
should be.
so how it work?
Laura just needs to hang this perhaps on a corner of her tavern with the eyes looking out across the middle towards the areas she wishes to be protected.
How does something like this work? For instance, say you were across a field or something and you set this on the ground. Would this prevent anybody within a certain radius from casting magics, or?
There is a limited range it can cover. It's currently enchanted to protect a single building, so it should work inside a specific building. Or any building, really. A small-ish building, nothing too large. Outside, well, the walls are what are being enchanted, and there are no walls to enchant in the air. It binds with the wood around it and the stone and creates a confined container in which magic does not work. In the sky, there are no walls to contain, and therefore it will not work.
Understood.
Oh, one more thing. It must be turned on. Just stroke the head lovingly and say, "Good boy," 3 times, and it will activate. You'll know when it's on.
How do you turn it off? Is it bad boy?
Carefully,
That's what I was thinking.
gingerly, but yes. It might not like being turned off.
Very well. We will convey the message to Gloria.
Wonderful. And I'll be calling for you maybe one day. Goodbye.
Well, see ya.
Yep,
Would
and
you?
we get
Oh,
out.
I'm sorry. Would anyone like some tea to go?
I'm quite all right, thank you.
You sure? You're a growing boy. You need your nutrition.
Oh no, I believe I'm in my mid-20s. Yeah, I'm in my mid-20s. I'm done growing. It's all
Are
over.
you? You're all.
It's only downhill from here.
Oh, you're as juicy as you'll ever be then, I guess.
Yeah. I hear my family has aged very, very well, though. Gracefully, some might say.
I would love to hear more about your family and history. Perhaps you would come by sometime and tell me of your people and where you come from.
Well, maybe,
That
but
count
that
as
will have to be
favor?
for another time. Goodbye now. I'm leaving.
Wait. Would that count as favor?
No. Just a pleasant conversation. Goodbye, Quincy.
Goodbye. And Quincy walks out.
Goodbye, Torlak, Keith, Drakvin. and you can head back and deliver the thing to Gloria. No questions asked, and she'll pay you 1,000 gold.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
All right.
Do you give her all the instructions and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stroke the skull, say good boy. Throw the skull, say bad boy. It might not like it. I don't know what that means.
Yep. Be careful when you turn it off.
Make sure it points at where you want it to be.
Be very gentle when you're turning it off.
She
A
seemed
soft reprimanding, not. Don't be cruel to it.
okay. Well, I guess I should have known better than to get something from a woman named Agatha. It's,
Probably,
certainly,
but it should work.
I wonder. Do you think she's actually a hag, or do you think that she picks that name to make herself sound more fearsome?
Well, she said her real name was Christy.
Well, that explains a whole bunch. I have never met a Christy that I've liked.
When'd she say that?
It's a joke. She didn't actually say it.
I know, but Torlak.
Oh, okay.
This is not me. This is Torlak.
Torlak
My
voice.
bad. It was during one of our conversations. I think you were sipping tea at the time.
Oh, I know have tea. Keith would not let me have tea.
Yeah, because
When you were rejecting, I don't remember. It happened at some point. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so let's give you guys some experience. You can take home another 250 gold each.
Sweet. I'm rolling in the dough. I'm gonna be able to pay back this person that I owe. Maybe.
And everyone also gets to take home 1,400, and let's just round it to 20 experience.
1,420.
1,420.
What's the XP to hit level 5?
It's 6,500.
Okay, still short.
How much was it again?
1,420.
420.
Do we get XP for the talk?
You're so close.
No.
So close, but so far.
Wait, so close to what?
To level, we're at 5,270. Well, you guys might have more than me because I wasn't here for episode 1.
I'm a little short because I was not there for episode 2 or 3.
Wait, am I missing? Did I miss some EXP? Or
Yeah,
we
you
can
did,
figure it
wait.
out between.
Did you ever add your XP for episode 1?
Was it 1,150 or was it something?
850.
It was 850.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could talk about it between because I only come up with like. Yeah, I'm like way under that. That's weird.
You should have 2,700 as your start, right?
You should have
Oh,
the same amount as me,
start with
but
some?
you should have the 800 whatever. Hold on. Fine.
Yeah, how much do you have?
How much was the first one?
850 was the
Eight.
That
first.
was the one you didn't get.
You should
Yeah.
have 6,120, so you're really close.
Okay.
Because
I
2,700 is
I
the
didn't
base
know
for
it
level
started
4,
out
right?
with some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure it's because it's like
It's-
900 for 3 and then 2,700.
Yeah, 300, 900, 2,700, 6,500.
65. Got it.
Yeah. So you guys some of you are getting real close there. Next week on Heroes Graveyard, we will be missing Torlak.
Sorry. We're in an esports stuff.
Oh, am I still going to be guesting in that case?
If you would like to guest to replace Torlak, that would be fantastic. I think
Works for me.
Keith and Drakven, you're still around next week?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So why don't we do some shout outs and talk about what we're doing this week, starting with Torlak. What esports thing are you doing next week instead of Heroes Graveyard?
I am going to be running an esports tournament. So if you guys like Blade and Soul, maybe you'll come check it out. I handle all of the online video and media content for NCSoft, which Blade and Soul is one of the games that they work on. And so any live content that you ever see being edited or created, I work on that. And you guys can check out all my stuff at Margaret Crone. Pretty easy to find Margaret Crone everywhere. I'll be streaming right after this at twitch.tv/Margaret Crone. And you can come hang out and be a space Viking. That's what that stands for, because people were asking what the SB stands for.
Got
And
it.
I like space, if you haven't noticed.
Wonderful. And Drakven, what's up with you?
Same old. I just stream whenever. I may or may not stream more tonight. Destiny.gg is my site. You can find all my information up there. Otherwise, nothing else now.
What have you been playing recently, if I can ask?
A horrible game called League of Legends, and then last week I did a big speedrun kind of thing of like the StarCraft 2 campaign, like rushing the achievements. We had a little contest going on in the StarCraft community.
And Keith, where can we find you?
Caitlin.
Excellent.
On Twitter, there's an underscore between the Y and the N. Sometimes people call me Caitla, but it's Caitlin. I'm gonna stream on Caitlin probably after this.
What are you gonna play?
I don't know. Maybe more StarCraft. I don't know. Maybe Kingdom Come. Who knows? StarCraft. I don't know.
And last but not least, Baker Sunday / Quincy. Where can we find you?
I don't do anything on the internet. I guess if you want to waste your time, you can follow me on Twitter and see the occasional retweeted infosec joke. But aside from that, I don't really do anything online. You can see me on Profro actually. I show up on Neil's stream.
Yeah, that is tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. We've got Frozen Frontier, which has Sean when he's not playing Quincy.
Yes.
And so
there I play a cannibalistic half elf. I guess cannibalistic, according to him, is just in the nature of being an elf.
Yeah, it's just the way we do it. And yep, that's a fun show. That's all I'm going to say about it. So we'll see you guys next week for some more Heroes Graveyard, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.